Good morning, Grand Rising, and welcome. What up, what up? Hey, Sunshine. What up, Melissa? Hi, Cappy Goat. Steve Allen. What up, Wilderness Girl? How you guys doing? Sorry for the delay. At the very last moment, StreamYard let me down. Hashtag StreamYard, hashtag what up with that. But no worries. I just backed up, went over here. Buddha Squirrel got out his envelopes, and we're still good. So how are you guys doing? What up, Randy? What up, brother? How are you? How's it going? I want to say TGIM, but that really does not fit because who says thank goodness it's Monday, right? But how you guys been? Hope you had a good weekend. And let's read some cards. All right. We're going to do a you versus them. What are the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions, intentions, all the good stuff. You know how it goes here. And don't worry, when you're with me, you're ultimately and definitely protected. I'm your ride or die. I got your back, and I'm your crystals. And there's no QR code. There's no intros. There's no intermissions because we don't have StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. Bless your heart. So we're just going to do this old school. All right. We're going back to basics. Buddha's got that. Never mind. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Good morning, LA Hollywood. What up? Greetings from the 313. How you doing? Divine Feminine. What up? What up? Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us today. Hi, Moonlight Studios. That is a really cool studio name. LLC too. Nice. I like it. Archer Publications approves of that company. What up? Remember, y'all, support local small business, support digital small business. You're subscribed to Frankie's Tarot. Me and her go way back. We know each other forever. And we like doing our subscribe to Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. She does awesome oracle messages and even more so. And if StreamYard comes back, we can keep doing some stuff. And Sunshine, thank you for everything you did for Mama T. Sunshine is home, safe and sound, and is a blessing in all of our lives. All right. Make sure you guys thank her by following her on TikTok and subscribing to her. All right. Mama T might not even be here without her help. All right. So let's begin. Northy from New Zealand. Hi. Greetings from the United States. What up? What up? Hi, Debbie. What's up, Naz? Thank you, guys. Nick's here. Hi, Nick. What up, Ariana? Oh, my goodness. Ariana Grande's here. Hi, Ariana. Oh, I'm sorry. I gave away your fake profile. Sorry. Ariana Grande's not here right now. Anyways, still like Wicked. Good movie. Hi, Holly. Hi, Holly. What's up? What's up? All right, guys. Let's begin. We're going to take it from the top, Aries to Pisces, et cetera, and so forth. You know the drill. All right. We're doing it old school, like day one. This is my first day on the job. So we'll see what's up. Oh, I'm glad, Northy. In that case, spinning hugs from the United States for you, too. Hi. Anna's here. What up, what up? Okay. Hi, Italia. Happy Monday to you. Okay, Italia and I get it. I started the live and I was like, I don't know how to say thank goodness it's Monday. But Italia gets it. All right, cool. I love you. You're awesome. Maria in the house. Thanks for the likes, too. Thank you for the likes. Love it. All right, let's begin, y'all. Make sure you're subscribed. And down in the description box and pinned comment will be a link to the Archer Astrology link tree. That way you can book a personal reading with me, all automated, hashtag instant gratification. And there's links to, well, the original song that we usually use as an intro when StreamYard doesn't let me down. And that's okay. And all the other stuff. Anyways, just check out the link tree. It's really easy to Page of Swords. All right, hold on. Let me get my wings on. We're way past coffee at this point. This is Red Bull. All right, let us begin. Shall we? We shall. All right. Starting at the top with Aries. You know what? Let's go old school. Let's grab Light Seers. Since we're starting at the beginning on the whole setup, we'll start at the beginning with the Light Seers deck. All right. So, okay, Aries, you are going to be at 344. So what's up, Aries? Thanks for hanging out and being a part of here. Thanks for hyping and liking the reading. If you want to book a personal with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just check out the link in the description or pinned comment. It'll take you to the Archer link tree. All right, so think about your person and God, tap me in, tune me into Aries' energy, please and thank you. Give me everything you got for Aries. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, all the good stuff. All right. It is awesome, Sonia. Thank you so much. What's up? Here's Virgo. All right, let's do this. Thanks for accepting the invite. Glad you're here. What up, what up? All right, 2 shuffles. Here we go. We're ready. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome, astounding, I don't know why I added that word, but it's cool, Aries. Let's go. Ready for a new chapter in your life to begin? Because you got the World card as the overall energy. This definitely says that, like, you've got cycles you've closed, the right energies have been put in the past, the correct energies have been brought into the future. So why are you upset with the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands? Because there's something that they or you did not want to cut out. Yeah, King of Swords is a few layers deep too. Some of you guys could be in a separation or a breakup that felt like a divorce or a straight up divorce. But the Three of Pentacles, which talks about the guardian angels with the Four of Wands, oh my goodness, the rewards. There is a reunion in the energies. The story's not over. Some of you guys could be dealing with a twin flame that you haven't seen in a while too, because this is about 5 or 6 layers deep. All right, let's begin. 7 cards. Here we go. I have the Knight of Wands, Leo energy. The Sun card, more Leo energy. The Strength card, oh my goodness, that's a lot of Leo. Should we stop now, Aries? Leo, wait your turn. Okay, we're going in Zodiac order. Some of you guys could totally be dealing with a Leo. Okay, carry on. 3 of Swords, Libra. The Lovers. You got a lot of major arcana this week. Gemini energy on that. Ace of Pentacles brings Capricorn to the table. And the Judgment card, a little bit of Scorpio. Okay. As I look at all of these here, because I don't start with just one card. My intuitive readings take one card like Google Maps, and then I zoom out as I add the other cards into it to derive the story. And I really feel, especially with the Strength card and the Sun card, maybe you do got some strong Leo placements in your chart even, because it's like you've been prioritizing and organizing yourself more in your life, and you're actually working to getting back to best or better than best in order to be ready to have like another go at love. It's kind of like with everything that's gone on in your life and in 2025 and that you're just like, you want a more optimistic outlook. It's like what happened to the good old days when we used to have fun. But then the Three of Swords showed up. Libra energy comes in. And, the time apart's really kind of allowing the both of you guys to get your personal lives in order. All right. The Three of Swords doesn't have to always go to a third party energy. It's a noun. It could be a person, a place, or a thing. All right. A mindset. Maybe you dealt with a little bit of like an avoidant energy or somebody with a lot of entitlement, right? A bit of a roller coaster ride. Lover's card to the Ace of Pentacles. This does show the Ace of Pentacles, though. They're addressing or understanding on their side of the fence, kind of like what they did to contribute to the roller coaster ride, the in and out energy they had, and that they need to work on their fight or flight. But they want to reach out. Ace of Pentacles is a message. It's like a new start, a fresh start. So even if you're at an energy where you guys, I can't call this a past person because you guys are still energetically connected. The Judgment card talks about turning and pointing the finger inward. So they're looking inward on what they did to contribute to this, okay? It's like somebody that's reached a different stage of emotional maturity and they're like, they're not making you out to be the villain anymore and talking about you behind your back. Like, feels like kind of like you suspected or thought they were. 3 of Swords on that Strength card. And yet they don't have anything bad to say about you. I get silence when I ask, what don't they like about Aries? All right, tell me more on the top row. Sun card, Strength card, Nine of Wands. 7 of Swords. Oh man, they know you knew when they were lying, right? But it's King of Swords and the 6 of Cups. See, with the 2 of Cups, they're really reflecting back on this. And with the Emperor card here, it still shows you kind of taking over the energies in the reading. You taking your power back. Whenever I get your major arcana for any sign in the reading, it's that you found a new level of your own respect for setting boundaries for yourself and not letting them continue to do what they were doing. But look how reflective you are. You guys are mirroring pretty good. 6 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio energy. In that, some of you guys could be like, maybe you guys have some travel plans or something, or could live at a distance, and you'll get kind of surprised because like they're thinking back about like the good times and trying to figure out a way to restore this. And I just heard something about all your stuff being safe. Oh, they might use one of those. Like, I think the communication that comes in is a little bit of a dodgy one in that the Ace of Pentacles is they reach out, right? But it's kind of like, especially on the 7 of Swords, that they may use you left your hoodie here, or you've got some stuff here. That sort of a vibe, right? As like a way in. Because the 7 of Swords does show they've done some work to heal, okay? The 7 of Swords in Standard Rider-Waite talks about taking the 5 of Swords, the 5 stages of grief, the 5 stages of separation, and putting those aside while still having 2 swords left to have hope and faith for the direction in the future. So they do hope you're receptive to it. The things that still connect you two, though, are guiding you towards each other, kind of like a tractor beam. It could be dealing with an Aquarius, because I just saw like a spaceship with the woo, 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 that sort of thing. Some of you guys maybe some of you guys have seen a UFO. That's a new sign. Oh, wow, that's cool. Neat. On the 7 of Swords, Aquarius energy. Aquarius and Gemini seems kind of strong. So let me get a little more on this Lovers card. But I also would like the Judgment. I'd like to see an Ace of Cups too, because it would let me know that they're like, they were looking at love from a fresh perspective. You know what I mean? Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Oh, Ten of Cups is nice. Page of Wands into the Nine of Cups. Okay. See, with the Two of Wands and the Three of Swords, they do regret the decision. But in this case, some of you guys, for 3% of you, you did bust them that they were entertaining another option, in which with the Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups, they're regretting that decision and trying to think of things in another perspective. But for the most of you, it seems like they were just kind of immature at the time, right? Couldn't get out of like the player vibes or feeling like that they weren't fully intercommitted. You know, they've got you in their life and then they're still flirting around and entertaining other options, which turns them into kind of like a walking red flag, you know? And the way that they always like kind of with this, yeah, Six of Swords, always, oh, Aries, you were overreacting. But yet they got found out about it, that you weren't overreacting, right? For some of you, I think it's just the emotional maturity mindset on the Three of Swords. It's not so much about the cheating party. Whatever they chose over you, even if it was their own ego, though, see, they're hiding the Five of Swords behind the Knight of Cups. That's my Freddie Prinze Jr. card. It's kind of cool. But so this shows that the love offer comes in front of the Five of Swords, which means they've moved the Five of Swords out of the way in that Seven of Swords. And basically, like, they're over it. But they're really nervous that you won't forgive them. Because this Judgment card does show they did a lot, you know? They had so much work to do on themselves when you guys met, that the people in their lives that you may suspect could be who they went to, like, oh, no, Archer, they went in another direction. They picked somebody else over me, and they don't even care about me anymore. No, this is the only time I like telling a sign that they're wrong, because Aries, they do. For some of you, the Three of Swords is the straight up ghosting, because you guys had something good going on, and then all of a sudden, boom, they just disappeared. For some of you guys, they may have even traveled to see you or come and hung out, and then just poof, ghost off the face of the earth. And now they regret it. Three of Swords can be a card of ghosting that leads to that kind of a heartbreak. Let me see where it goes on the Judgment card, though, because that Two of Wands confirms that they don't like the choice they made, you know? And I feel like with the amount of work they had to do on themselves, that it's kind of like they never made time for you. Maybe like they were always, the Three of Swords could be obsessed with work, workaholic type of a thing. And then you got left on the side burner because they never put you as a priority. But the Ten of Cups still shows that they dream about like working this out with you. All right. So you stay on their mind. Nine of Cups. Maybe some of you guys have prayed for this message to come in. And the power of quantum prayer is powerful, right? Words transmit and it picks up in their energies because you guys still have a pretty strong energetical cord. The red thread theory might even resonate to some of you guys. Hey, Lisa. What up, girl? Hi, Taylor. Yeah, I want to know more about this because there's our Ace of Swords. So this is a confirmation on the hate text. That's the hate text in my tarot. So it's in the energies for the week ahead. Let me see if I can see where it goes, though. The Devil. Ooh, Capricorn energy. Ten of Wands to the Fool card. So this is cool because on the Devil to the Ten of Wands, it shows the motivation to overcome the stages of burnout so that you guys can move forward. Because after the Ten of Wands, you complete the stages of these passions and you can begin again with the Ace of Wands where the spark is still ignited. The Devil card is Capricorn energy, and it's not always about the devil. Back when they made tarot, they really could have named this card differently. But anyways, I digress. It's okay because Capricorn is the father of the Zodiac, the motivators, right? This is showing them having the motivation to put the energies of the past behind them, come out of their ego. One of the grandest, biggest ego deaths you've ever experienced, right? You know, they have. And with the Fool card, come your way for a fresh start. Clearing the old energies and seeing if there's a way to put the past in the rearview mirror so that you guys can move forward, focusing on the future together. It's like Mama T used to always say, there's a reason that the rearview mirror is smaller than the whole windshield. So you're going to be faced with one of the greatest tests of your life. And you're like, oh, great. I've already had test after test after test in 2025, Archer. What's going to happen? Can you forgive them? They're going to ask for forgiveness. And with the vibes that are coming in on this one, it's like they're realizing they never did that and that they've been forced to get their temper in order as they've passed that lesson. So it's like finally they overcome the attention-seeking behavior too. And then like somebody's got a burner phone number. Hold on, now I want more. Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on. The Hermit. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell you they have a burner number. Justice, but I did. Queen of Wands, the third time's the charm. Violet Jessup shows up. I love it with the Eight of Wands. This is already moving in a forward direction. It's just up to you if you're going to choose to accept it. So they're taking accountability for their actions and lessons learned with the Page of Swords to the Chariot. Woo, Cancer just showed up, entered the chat. So did Libra again. Strong Libra and Cancer just showed up. Some of you guys could be dealing with a fellow cardinal sign, which will be Cancer, Aries. Yeah, it could be another Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. So the thing on this is, though, I think you found that out, or they know you know. But they're going to take accountability for their actions, so this can try to move forward if you're willing, okay? Because in the end of the day, you got the free will too. You know what I mean? So the challenge here, though, is that they may think that you hate them right now for what they did as a result of their humbling. Okay, pride does always go before the fall. So they may have a slight delay in reaching out because they think that's what you want, but then they pop because they need you. So the energy is right for someone here to press send. And with the repeating 8s and the repeating 2s, if you've been seeing those, I want to say you got an 82% chance of communication this week if you haven't already got it. All right. Could be dealing with Scorpio, and Leo's pretty strong. Cardinal signs are here too. Sagittarius, yeah, more Aries. Pisces is here, more Pisces. That's cool. Some of you guys could be Pisces, Aries, Cuspers. Gemini, all the fire signs. I like that. And more Leo. Okay. Them could be born on the 2nd or the 8th, the 28th. The 10th is here, the 16th, the 6th or the 10th, 15th, the 7th, maybe the 3rd, the 9th, the 19th, 27th, the 20th. And something about August 19th may resonate to you or your person, okay? But I do like seeing the Justice come out near the end, because the Justice card talks about balancing both the left brain and the right brain, the emotions and the logic, in order to come to a place of emotional balance and maturity. I like that, all right? So I do hope that helps, Aries. Thank you very much for being here, hyping like the reading on your way out. And if you'd like to book a reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just check out the link in the description and pinned comment, all right? Otherwise, until next time, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you, Aries. All right. Next up on deck is Taurus. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys are having a good day. What up, Angel Eyes? What up? Andy's coming. Look, I've gotten way better at that. I'm not even going to have to worry about using my insurance quota. Haven't met my deductible yet, so I can't slam my head on the table. Hi, Andy. What up? Sarah, what you up to? Hey, Janet. All right, on to Taurus. Let's do this. Cool. Thank you, Aries. We'll see you later. All right, cool beans. Thanks for being here, y'all. Okay. Sarah, you got a Taurus rising? That's a good place, man. I like that. That is one of the most grounded rising signs you could have. That's cool. Oh, yeah, Taurus. I love it. Do what Janet's doing. Flood the chat. Let's see some bulls. All right, let's see some raging bulls. I love it. All right, Taurus. Let's use the Archer deck. Come here. Okay. What's up? Let's do you at 1838. Here we go. Hi, Taurus. What you up to? Thanks for being here. Please type in like the reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can check out the link in the description or pinned comment. It'll also take you to everything else the channel has to offer. All right, let's begin. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? Please and thank you, God. Tap me in, tune me into Taurus's energy. Give me everything you got for Taurus. Raging bull, strong like bull. That's kind of funny. Okay, let's go. Hi, Emma. Good morning. What up, what up? Hey, Brandy. D-Man, JB in the house. Hola, hola, welcome. All right, here we go. I love you too, J. Crow. All right, 2 shuffles. Let's do it. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the terrifically tenacious, triumphant Taurians. Toro. Oh, dude, check this out. Some of you guys might be online, social media, content creators, influencer, or brand ambassador, or you've considered starting it. Because look how happy you are in the camera right here. 8 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands. It's another twin flame reading. I know, not now. I'm busy. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Man, somebody that cut you out, the energies are trying to open back up with the World card. Even though this is a different deck from the Aries reading, it's really similar. There might be more in the Aries reading for you, or you're dealing with one. Some of you guys could be cuspers, but let's begin. All right, here we go. I have the, oh my gosh, it's the Aries reading again. Judgment. Oh, this time Aries got the Sun card, you got the Moon. Cancer, Pisces energy. Well, I mean, it's Pisces card, but Cancer's dominant satellite. Nine of Cups, more Pisces. The Ace of Swords for Libra. Two of Swords for Libra. Eight of Pentacles for Virgo. Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Okay, got you. Could be dealing with another Earth sign. The Virgo vibes are pretty strong. Somebody's born on the 9th or keeps seeing repeating nines, which is kind of cool. That's a motivational energy. But you're entering into a zero tolerance year, kind of. Moon card, it's like some stuff about them have been like comes to light. Like maybe you heard something through the grapevine coming up in the week ahead that gives you a little bit of clarity to let you know you were right. I mean, you already knew you were right, right? You did. Okay, cool. The Nine of Swords, nope, rewind. Nine of Cups on the Ace of Swords. So you're not putting up with any of the dismissive, condescending behavior going forward, huh? I like this. I think they realize it. Is there like a mutual third party, like you guys are in the same friends group or like digital group or something, where people can be like, hey, I heard what Taurus is doing, and like, hey, I heard what your person was doing? Because in the Two of Swords, though, and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you guys are just burying yourselves in work to kind of like try to avoid each other or maybe try to keep some peace. Because with the Two of Swords, they're seeing like they're trying to have a little hope and faith, which is what the Two of Swords talks about, that there might be a way to like somehow show you that they've been doing the work. Some of you guys might even work together. Nine of Pentacles shows they're lying about that too. I think they're trying to make you jealous because they're single. They're in single Pringle energy, all right? Maybe they tried, I think they tried to like call your bluff, like, I can do better, I can do better, and they cannot do better. You're Taurus, crosswatcher, you should have known that. Anyways, but so it's like your comeback year starts now. Oh my gosh, you're taking over your reading. I like this. Taurus, you had me at hello. All right, let's talk about it. So it's like some of you guys could actually be in counseling or seeking therapy as a result of what you went through with this person, but kind of like hiding it behind the scenes with the Moon card. However, with the Nine of Cups, I kind of see you passing this and elevating in like your emotional intelligence and your spiritual gift strengthening. I mean, that's a power up. It's like somebody might be a video gamer because I just saw Super Mario getting the star card thingy. Anyways, okay. Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords. I think you guys both have considered talking to each other, but it's like you guys are unsure of like how to begin. Because but here's the thing, is you're in a vibe where both your work life and your love life start coming together this year. Like the rewards for what you went through during 2025 start showing up. Now, Nine of Pentacles. If they tried to make you jealous in some capacity and they're single, I want to take a peek at this. Let's see what's up. Because here's the weird part. I'm being told they're still all about you, even though for some reason they don't want you to think that. See, Four of Cups. Oh, the High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. The way that they kept you on the hook was like a little weird. And then like the quietness, the silence with the High Priestess and the Four of Cups. It's almost like even in the silence, they're trying to control you with it, right? Like using the block feature. Like this is somebody who's really block happy, right? And they regret doing that, though. This is somebody who could accidentally try to like your text message, and instead of hitting the like, somehow, oops, I accidentally blocked it. Yeah, that's the problem. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, though, they want something more balanced because the Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy as it is, all right? So it's like some of you guys could actually be getting back into the gym or working out, too, a little bit, and maybe the stuff you're posting has their attention. But, like, this person that's been leaving you unread and not reaching out, I think got a feeling they're getting ready to pop. That Moon card, even the most recent full moon could have been effects on the Emperor. Man, there are strong Aries vibes here. The Hermit, the Five of Swords, Five of Cups. Some of you guys have been noticing repeating fives. But my girl Violet Jessup's back with Queen of Wands. Third time's the charm. If you're willing to accept, that's the thing. Okay, stay put, envelopes. Buddha Squirrel, hold those better. Could be done with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. The water sign energy is kind of big on this one. But here's the thing about this person that's leaving you unread and not reaching out. It's like if they want to come home, they're scared to explain it because maybe part of them thinks that you don't want to deal with them anymore for what they did. So, I want to see what's up with this high priestess, because it feels like with the Five of Swords to the Emperor, a little bit of this that comes in is that, so because of where they wound up in their life, they're realizing kind of what they did to you with their entitled attitude, the passive aggressive bullying tactics. It really didn't work out. And they're realizing that there's like consequences as a result of their actions. But with what they're posting, I kind of see how you might think they got like your great life, you got their sucky life, and maybe in an energy of like, it's not fair, you know? Maybe some of you guys have dealt with like destiny swaps or things like that, where like after meeting them, everything changed. Because it's like you guys are going through some tower moments. Maybe a little bit of their Five of Cups is a depressed vibe. Maybe they have depression, bipolar issues. Okay. I'm not a doctor, not clinically diagnosing. I'm just pulling the vibes, especially with the Hermit card of what I see. The Hermit card's Virgo energy, but I always look at it as the doctor house in my tarot. So I pull the energy that one of you guys has been to like counseling or therapy. Okay. And if you're like Archer, not me, never did it, that means it's them, which means they've actually, Eight of Pentacles, tried to put in some work on this. Interesting. Some of you guys might have been left either thrown out or abandoned, had to like do time in a hotel, cars, living a little bit of a nomadic life as things get back to, oh, my nose is itching. A nose. So let me see what's up with this, especially as we go towards the High Priestess. Hold on. With the High Priestess on the Eight of Pentacles, it's almost like they're hiding the fact that they're doing the work. So there's some shame and some embarrassment that became a little bit. Basically the narcissist is awakening. I don't like to throw that word out there because too many channels use it without care. But in this one, there's some straight up narcissistic tendencies. Thank you. Five of Pentacles. Repeating fives might be something you've been seeing. Okay. So for some of you guys, it's almost like once they got upset, they turned everybody else against you too. And it seemed like either gang bullying, gang stalking started becoming a thing. But in the Empress to the Two of Wands, it's like after they've done some work, they've actually been sitting there after climbing over that mountain in the background, and they've been grappling with their decision as they try to reach out in the most optimistic way. I got chills. The Strength card and the Sun card, Leo energy, right next to each other. This came out just like this for Aries. Either Aries is part one of this reading and Taurus is part two, or there's a strong tie for the two of you guys. You then could be born on the 5th, 15th, or 25th for sure with the repeating fives, and I'll put in the 9th, 19th, and 29th for repeating nines. The water sign energy is strong. Aries is super heavy duty, so is Leo. Sagittarius could be another Taurus, and there's actually a lot of Virgo and Libra. I do feel a lot of cusper energy here too. Knight of Swords, nice. The Five of Wands to the Ace of Cups. I actually did ask to see this in the Aries reading. Delayed reaction. Because in the Knight of Swords to the Five of Wands, this shows the runner, God putting chess moves into place down here on Earth in order to get the runner to return and come in correct. The Ace of Cups signifies a fresh start when it's in an energy like this of a current person reading. But it's a person on your mind that's been stuck with the Eight of Swords, right? Locked in a little analysis paralysis, unsure of what to do. Because see how they're holding onto their phone, getting ready to send a message? The Chariot shows the message being sent. And bonus points on the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, if you're experiencing like glitches in the systems, problems with internet, Wi-Fi, stuff like that, okay? But the Ten of Cups is hidden below that with the World card, which does show they closed the cycle, all right? Especially for those of you that they've been seeing, I'm seeing stuff about like data breaches or somebody giving out your information or publicizing. And this is the weirdest sign. Well, not really. But for something that I'm seeing about like giving out your private information in public, I'm seeing that whole, or like that Jenny, 86753, like writing your number on, it's weird, like writing numbers on Post-it notes and leaving them on windshields after bumping cars and putting your phone number and stupid stuff like that, right? The immaturity was strong. They had to overcome this passive aggressive bully tactics and like making out to be the villain. You know what I mean? They do show how much responsibility that you showed. You taught them a lot because they're still lying though. Their posts online, they're not happy. Yeah, Eight of Wands. They want to come back to you with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. They know they made the wrong choice. And the Seven of Cups, that's my White Rabbit card. So that means the White Rabbit showed up. All right. Their life's not going hunky-dory. They've been through some stuff. Oh, thank you, Maria. Oh my goodness, thank you. I don't care what any tarot reader says online, for us to just, because like I always disconnect myself from the energies. So to get the confirmation is very cool. Thank you. Love you. Spinny hugs, wrinkly hands. Okay, so what's the White Rabbit moment? What happened? Let's find out. I'm only giggling. Three of Pentacles. Ooh, that Guardian Angels put them in check. Dude, Taurus. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. The Guardian Angels are showing them signs. They're starting to see anything that reminds them of you. Bulletin boards, billboards. Everybody drives your car now. They can't go anywhere without seeing your car. So if you're seeing their car, bonus points. The Two of Cups connection is still there. But look how they're overcoming those obstacles that they put in the way with their kind of like self-destructive behaviors, right? Three of Pentacles is this. They're not happy without you. Their guardian angels are checking in, okay? So they're letting me know they're not happy without you any more than you're happy without them. Keeping your focus on yourself, though, and your self-worth and self-esteem through all these changes you're experiencing is drawing you guys towards each other. There's a lot of serendipity going on behind the scenes, Taurus. And even the stuff you found out, the stuff that was brought to light with that High Priestess and the Moon card, even the good Lord is saying, there's a reason we made sure you knew this. You found this out so you could make the right decision. You know what I mean? So that's the direction that this takes from there with Page of Pentacles that causes them to reach out. Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus energy. Okay? Pisces is here too, though. So I do see communication starting back up in order to try to start things over. Because you both kind of think there's no chances left for the relationship, yet the one coming in will be the final restart that leads to some long-term stuff. So you two do wind up married. You both, like, there was just a lot of past relationship PTSD drama to work through, right? And they never really had anyone to talk about it to. So they had to always, like, bury it down inside. I think you're going to wind up hearing a lot more about it when you guys start. Whoa, come on. Hold on. The Ace of Cups tried to run away. I don't know why, but I just heard the dish ran away with the spoon. Isn't that an old child's nursery rhyme? I don't know. Might resonate. Yeah, that's an old nursery rhyme, I think. Anyways, let's see where it goes, though, because, like, your work and your love life do wind up being successful this year, and I love that for you. You have got a lot of cardinal energy, all right? Some of you guys are noticing a lot of either sparrows or doves or birds in general. Like you just go outside for morning coffee and the birds are all over this power line in the trees or something, right? See all the birds on that Ace of Cups? Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Libra energy. Aquarius is pretty strong too. Strong Sagittarius. Pisces is here too. Cancer, Virgo. More Virgo. And Scorpio. Wow, strong Virgo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. So Sag, Pisces. All right. I do hope that helps, Taurus. Keep us posted because it really looks like you got about a 93% chance of a communication this week, especially with all those aces showing up. All right. And then what you do with the offer is up to you. All right. So I love you. And until next time, please hype and like the reading on your way out. And thank you so much for being here. All right. If you want to book a reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just check out the link in the description or pinned comment. All right. Love you, Taurus. Pop. Okay. Who's next? Hold on, I have a cheat sheet. Let me look. It's Gemini. Oh, I know that already. Okay. Bye, Taurus. Where my Gemini's at? Let me see some diamond emojis. Did you see what Taurus did? Taurus popped all those bull emojis. You know Cancer is going to pop the crabs and the butter. So Gemini, come on. Let's do it. Flood that chat or leave a comment afterwards. Pop up some diamond emojis. What do we want to use for you? Let's go with the Intuitive Goddess Tarot. I like it. All right. There we go. I did rack. Aries and Taurus are done, and I'll get them posted up to the channel or TikTok and everything later. But if you want to come over to YouTube, you can check them out there. All right, let's dig in. Hi, Robin. All right. You ready, Queen Rapunzel? Cappy Goat, do that. Yeah, do what Cappy Goat's doing. I love it. I love reading for you, Gemini, because you're awesome like this. You're at 3434. How could you not be? That's like a Frankie timestamp. That's awesomeness. All right. What up, Gemini? How you doing? I love reading for you. Like I was saying, because you are an air sign. And that's the awesomeness about you, because when, like, I don't have to rainbow unicorn it with you. You're like, Archer, give it to me straight. Am I Gemini, Mars, and Mercury? Totally approve that message. Perfect, Stephanie. Hi, Callie. What up, what up? All right, you ready? Hey, Jenna. What's up, Namaste? Hi, Patty. I'm rubber, you're glue. That means you're the best, too. All right. Holy moly. The Hermit card and the Four of Wands just popped out of the deck. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Twin Flame or rewards for the Twin Flame journey, coming in with the Ace of Cups. That shows a fresh love offer that comes in. Oh, some of you guys might be going in a new direction. All right. It's the one on your mind. So God, tap me in, tune me in to Gemini's energy. Let's do this for my awesome Geminis. I love you guys. Let's go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Nice. The overall energy is the Page of Swords. I do pull a little bit of duality off of this card since I'm reading for you, Gemini, and you are the twins in the Zodiac. Page of Swords shows they are snooping. There's an energy of stalking on here. Not the creepy stalking, the digital social media. I wonder what Gemini is up. They're doing the same thing you're doing. There we go. Is it? The Emperor. Ooh, Daddy's home. The 8 of Cups and the King of Wands. They've walked away from the player mindset and they grew up. Maybe there's an age difference, but let's see where it goes. All right, here we go. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Magician, Gemini and Virgo, Aquarius and Scorpio. Okay, there's a lot of fixed energy starting to show up. I have the Moon, that's Pisces, also Cancer, the Knight of Wands, Sag, 6 of Cups for Scorpio, 7 of Cups, Scorpio. Ooh, a lot of Scorpio energy. Page of Swords, the Emperor's Aries, King of Wands, more Sag. Okay, interesting. So, come here. Thank you. You're nearing the end of a long runner cycle, right? Like you've learned your lessons from the runners you've dealt with. Hey, Jojo, what up? You, Knight of Swords, God has put a lot of the people, places, and things in your life to teach you lessons. And you are the one that stayed committed to do the work, right? Not in a weird stuck way, but in a way that it's like everybody tries to get you down and you don't let them stop you, right? You might be beaten down in the ditch, metaphorically, and just burnt out and over it, but you're like one last dose of willpower to keep going. And you've been wondering, when does it stop, right? You're coming into a change point at this. That's the nice part, okay? Because you've finally gotten to a point that you've closed this door and you're it's putting you in a much more nurturing perspective. That Knight of Swords is telling me that a goal of yours that you've been working hard towards, it comes to fruition this month. Like maybe some of you guys have an old project or an old post or something that you guys are like, maybe you're approaching this from a different perspective. Even those of you that are online or in social media content, it's even mentioning stuff about like going back into old posts, resharing into your stories, reviving old stuff. The Magician to the Moon card shows the time being right, that you might be nervous about manifesting it. It's like, do it, push the button, hit the go, release it, and the rewards come back. I like that. Some of you guys with the Moon card, some of you guys have been getting calls from like an unknown number or like a blocked number, no caller ID, because like what I'm being seen on this with the Magician card, some of you guys might even have a magic 8 ball, okay? And if you flipped it over right now, all signs would point to yes. Do you know that the guardian angels are using your cell phone like a bit of an Ouija board? Like you might notice, like you think of a thought and then all of a sudden it shows up in your social media feed or your TikTok, something like that. And you're like, oh my God, my phone thinks I'm possessed. It's like technology. Guardian angels love it because it's right in your hand and they do use it to send you messages. That's why you've been noticing signs just through TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, your social media. Like some of you guys, when you're on TikTok, like, you know, those shorts where they draw hearts and they draw the initial of your person and stuff. Like you keep seeing your person's initial and it's freaking you out, right? The anxiety might be a little strong. The Hangman, Queen of Wands, Violet's back with the 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like you feel stuck or like, well, what am I supposed to do? You know, because they made their decision. So things didn't work out for this person here. Queen of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like they had a habit of speaking before they thought, right? Some of you guys, they could have been dealing with like an addiction, could have been like maybe the devil's lettuce or smoking, alcohol, anything, working. But something on this one is saying that like, the thing on this is nothing ever works out. Every time they try to start something off, they always self-sabotage a relationship and then wind up coming back around to you and trying to manipulate you into like kind of seeing their way, right? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This has been a long process. That Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving energies. However, that is my useless postal service in the tarot. Some of you guys, maybe you or them work for the post office, because neither rain or sleet or snow or any hurricanes, whatever, it can stop that Knight of Pentacles from getting the Ace of Pentacles message to its destination. Basically, the Page of Pentacles rides the Knight of Pentacles. Wait, that's two people on the... Never mind. See, this person had a way of like talking themselves into a corner because they had more ego than sense, you know? Some of you guys might even have had to financially support them. Strong Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio energy. Aries and Pisces. Man, a lot of Scorpio. Let's see. King of Pentacles. That's some emotional maturity reached. 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. See, didn't work out. They wound up single again. And that King of Pentacles, it talks about them achieving a source of emotional maturity after an ego death. That, I mean, this is something you could write home about, that's for sure. But see, the way they thought they could try to manipulate you or run your life or even ruin it out of the space and the silence, you're actually letting them know this time around you're not playing around with their games, okay? Some of you guys may have got a message and either chose to ignore it or kind of, you politely explained it to them, right? And then now there's a little bit of a pause of like, okay, where do we go from here? And even for those of you that haven't reached out yet, it's like, how do I do this? How do I get to this point? So they still only show up when there's, oh, they had a habit of like, did this person have some sneaky links going on or something? And it was like they only would show up when the sneaky links were busy. And then they realized the real love was with you the whole time. Sagittarius and Virgo energy on that. Also Libra. Could even be another Gemini for some of you guys. Page of Wands. See, there's the player vibes that leads to the 3 of Cups. This person wants to get married now. And that, the Strength card. Leo is all over the energy today. Could be dealing with one. King of Cups to the 3 of Cups. Pisces and Cancer shows that they have been realizing it. And with this Page of Cups that goes into the King of Cups is that card of self-love. The King turns the cup of love inward. Like, this is one of the things that used to tick Jesus off too, because they were so worried about how everybody else perceived them. They were more worried about polishing the outside of the cup instead of working on the inside of the cup for themselves, right? They had to work on that. 3 of Cups, though, shows they passed the test with the Strength card. And they actually are trying to rise above it. That takes us back to that 4 of Wands, right? I'm hearing it. Who is that by? I think that was a song by JoJo. That was back in college or something. It's just a little too late. Yeah. Some of you guys have waited a long time for this, especially those of you dealing with the twin flame. 4 of Wands is making the rounds today with the 10 of Cups. You're part of their dreams for the future. The 10 of Cups talks about those subconscious, the prayers, the dreams and visions that we have for the future that they want to bring into a 10 of Pentacles reality. And they want it to be with you. Yeah, 2 of Wands. They're regretting a decision, but with the Wheel of Fortune to the star, they chose to heal. I think they're at one of those points where they're finishing up a Dark Night of the Soul, where they're having those awakening moments. You remember that. We all go through it, right? And that's come out for you guys before. I think they're finally getting unstuck from this because they still only now are trying to like get back into your circle. Could be talking to some friends of yours, co-workers. But the thing is that God is actually getting a little tired of explaining this lesson to them with that star card, Aquarius energy. And that's why your rewards in 2026 is either a new relationship or them coming back in reprogrammed, rebooted, and ready to go forward. Like, they were glitching, right? So God went over to St. Peter and was like, hey, could you unplug them and plug them back in, see what happens? And God, Peter's like, okay. I always thought St. Peter was like that dude from the movie Airplane, the one that like is like, there's a sale at Penny's. Sorry, Peter. Anyways, does that movie resonate, or does somebody work for the airlines or something? Yeah, maybe somebody, or lives near an airport. 4 of Wands, though. All right, so for those of you that are choosing to stay single, watch how these little trinkets or these little surprises show up to help you advance in your work life, your personal balance. And well, the others that are worried even about losing their jobs, right? There's something on that Four of Wands that comes in, the rewards for what you've gone through with this person, right? They're going to pass this part here, okay? But the thing for those of you that they're still stuck in the processing stages, they're coming unstuck this week because that's the last lesson they had in order to keep like failing that lesson and changing their mindset in order to calibrate with you into the marriage frequency. The Three of Cups and the Four of Wands, two cards of marriage in my decks, all right? It's one of those, it's destiny, written in the stars. So the only thing on it will be if you'll choose to forgive them on this or not, okay? And God won't let them reach out until they're ready. So if you haven't gotten the message yet, God's making sure they finish a gauntlet of tests. If you get the message, it's safe to proceed. Otherwise, if they tried to sneak and send the message first, they'd have like internet problems, phone wouldn't work, they probably broke the screen again, sat on it, dropped it, whatever. It's amazing how things happen. God works in mysterious ways. I love it for you, Gemini. Cardinal energy is pretty strong. Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces. You got a lot of Pisces. The water signs are strong. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. I do see with the Queen of Swords. Remember in the biblical tarot, that's Abigail the peacemaker. I see peace approaching for you in the forward week ahead. Okay, something that just lets you have some time to rest your mind. I like that part for you. All right, I love it. Gemini, please hype and like the reading on your way out. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just check out the links in the description or the pinned comment and keep us posted on this because I want to say you got about an 88% chance of reunion. All right, when this energy hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious stuff. All right, Gemini. Until next time, peace, love, and spinning hugs. I'll see you later. Stephanie, I'm rubber, you're glue. That means you're awesome too. All right. Choosing peace was a very good choice, Gemini. God is proud of you. All right. Bop. Love you, Gemini. All right. Let's see. What's up next? Who's next? Oh, it's Cancer. Cancer. You ready? Taurus and Gemini have even tried to beat you on flooding the chat. S, you got the thing down with the crab emojis. And Raymond, you are killing it. That is fire with the crabs and the butters. I see one kissy emoji. That's cool. I love it. Flood the chat, Cancer. Let's see some crabs. Let's see some butter emojis. And let's, later, Gemini. And let's read some cards for Cancer. I like doing this old school. This is cool. That's right. That's right. Cancer, you're going to be at 4740. Let's milk it to 4747. So, Cancer, how you doing? Hi, Cancer. What up? How's it going, Cancer? Cancer, are you feeling alone, left out, neglected? Call 1-800 Lives Matter. All right, operators are standing by because they can't sleep either. Cancer, think about your person. God, tap me in, tune me into Cancerian energy. Give me everything you've got for the cardinal water sign because hashtag Crab Lives Matter. All right, Cancer. Oh, hold on. I don't want to leave you guys behind. I want to be a part of the chat too. All right, Cancer. What do we have for There's a card that's flipped over. Hold on. It's the Six of Swords. Your person is starting to think outside of the box. They've gone through a bit of an awakening and they're coming to a different perspective. This is wild. Maybe that's why you didn't sleep last night because you were in their dreams. They were dreaming about marrying you. Crosswatcher, Cancer doesn't get a lot of sleep lately. The most recent full moon was in Cancer. Okay, that's right. You got to stop dreaming about them every night. Take a night off. Let Cancer get some sleep. All right, let's go. Cancer, what do we have for Cancer? Thoughts, feelings, emotions. What do we got for Cancer? All right, here we go. You ready? 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Why did I wink at you, Cancer? Hi. It's probably the crab legs. Let's love this deck for the crazy, cool Cancerians, because Cancer don't want no scrubs TLC style, unless it's a nurse or a doctor. What? Hi. What? McStreamy. 5 of Wands, the Devil. Ooh, and the 10 of Swords. Your person's beating the devil this week. The energies that come in the way of this, I don't like how the devil, Capricorn, why did they name this, right? Capricorn's not always the devil, but Capricorn is the father of the Zodiac, and your opposing sister sign. They're the father of the Zodiac. This is the motivator. The Five of Wands shows that your person has been motivated to move some lessons, learn some lessons, move some lessons. And in the Ten of Swords, they're getting a little stressed out about thinking about you. No wonder you're not sleeping. You guys are mirroring, aren't you? Seven of Swords. Oh man, they regret how they talked to you. Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands comes out too, though they'd like another chance. In the biblical tarot, Violet Jessup, her energy in another past life, she was Deborah, prophecy and leader. Name Deborah might even resonate to some of you guys. Or Jacob. The deception, I think they figured out that like they regret saying some of the things they said. For some of you guys, it might have been while dealing with an addiction, okay? And it's one of those vibes of like feeling maybe or fearing that they said something they can't take back. Things that are heard and said can't be unheard and unsaid, right? All right, let's go. What's up, Marie? Hey, Cleo. What up, Sunshines? Sunshine, Melissa. Hi, Sunshine. Dig it. Be Milfy. Be Milfy. And oh, it's Emily. I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry. Oh, condolences. Spinny hugs. If it helps, I thought you were Milfy, Emily. All right. Jacob's a good read. Jacob is a good read, actually. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Page. Ooh, there's strong Capricorn vibes on this. Page of Cups is Scorpio. Now, the only reason I'm feeling oh, okay, cool. Emily rocks. Emily's mom has got it going on. What are we talking about? Oh my God. Hold on. Now, in the tarot, the way I read it, your kings are mutable energy. Your queens are cardinals. That's why you're the Queen of Cups. And the knights are fixed. And then the pages, they haven't decided what they want to be to grow up yet. All right. It's a wild card. That's why I pulled little Scorpio vibes. Nine of Pentacles gives us Virgo. There's the Sun card for Leo, of course. Ooh, the Six of Wands. This person sees you as like, oh my God. Okay. Not to put any pressure on your plate, but this person sees you as a little bit of an end-all be-all. Leo, Aries energy. All right. That whole row is Leo. Some of you guys might be Leo. No, this isn't even Cancer, Leo, Cusper. Well, some of you guys are. But no, this is heavy duty, straight up Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, gotcha. And the Page of Swords. Some of y'all have a Leo stalking you digitally online. Wherever the Leo is in their chart, okay? Definitely fire sign vibes. Even though I haven't seen a Sagittarius card yet, I feel the vibes, all right? Then Virgo, Capricorn, heavy duty Leo, Capricorn, Libra, and that's Leo too. Oh my goodness, Leo and Capricorn. So far, it's like you all are something about the Kentucky Derby or horse races might resonate to you because it's literally it's like the Kentucky Derby. And Leo coming around the corner looking for Cancer, and then the Aries right behind that, followed by Sagittarius and Pisces. And you'd right. Or somebody likes that song, that country music song. So now I'm hearing that it's what is it? What is it? Sunshine. What is it? Isn't it like county auction? Sold to the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and now I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. It's that song. This person is going to try to make an effort or a bid to like win you over. Yeah, auctioneer song. Capricorn Pisces energy on this with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So, oh, so you're standing out in their eyes somehow, even though you're not really looking for their attention. It's almost like you're at a point where you're like, I'm in my crab shell. I kind of like it in here. It's nice. There's a foosball table and I'm fine. I'm staying in here. And meanwhile, they're melting butter behind the scenes and they're going to need a bigger bit. I'm betting we see, especially with all this Leo vibe here, we're going to see an Ace of Wands. So are you ready? You told us it was a hot tub, Archer. Nope. I didn't tell you. Crosswatcher did. Anyways, the Moon card. Ooh, Pisces energy. The 8 of Swords for Gemini. There's the Sag vibes in the apology. The 9 of Wands. Okay? So it's like you've got so much other stuff going on that you don't even have time for yourself or your love life. Like between coworkers, friends, family, everybody jockeying for your attention, it's got you trying to walk sideways in multiple directions. And you're like, if cloning becomes a thing, if they ever, well, I mean, it already is a thing if the government ever decides to tell us it's real. What? Huh? I don't know. That might change things. They want to apologize to you. They're wanting to apologize. Ooh, the Strength card just popped out reversed. They don't know how to apologize. And I don't mean they never learned how. They're like, with how long this has gone on and how far this went and how little attention I paid to, it's like, how many times can you ignore Cancer? How many times can you block Cancer before Cancer just turns the light switch off and says, that's fine, no problem. It's like you choose peace going forward. and you're done with the reputation of being the crab. Like you got the Kroger rubber bands on your claws, right? It's like my Sag grandma always said, my December 20th Sag grandma. She used to always say, I liked it better when Cancer was referred to as the moon child because your dominant rock's the moon, not the crybaby. You're the moon babies, right? It's taking your power back, and it's got them frustrated. It's almost like they thought they could control you with the silence, and when they didn't, they're scrambling right now like scrambled eggs trying to figure out, like up in their oatmeal up here, like, okay, now how do I reach out? I blocked and ignored Cancer so many times. Why would Cancer forgive me, right? They don't realize you're the most forgiving sign in the zodiac. Literally, the Queen of Cups is the definition of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. Some of y'all have some very strong Leo in your chart. Could be like a Leo Venus, a Leo rising, maybe even like something like a Leo Mars. And what's up with the Aries energy? I got to find out about that. Recent guys are dealing with like a Aries, Pisces, Cusper. Libra's here too. Also Virgo. You got a lot of Leo though. That 8 of Wands shows something moving forward. Did you know by Leo season this year, you're going to be living in a different location. You're going to be with the love of your life and your friend, your buddy. It's going to like, so why does the psycho ex keep showing up when you want the person on your mind? Is this somebody else from like relationships ago, many moons ago, right? And you're working on something here, but you're feeling stuck because somebody doesn't let you go. Oh, okay. Let's see where that goes. All right. Virgo, Sagittarius vibes on that. Also Pisces, Leo like crazy. That's like more lions than Daniel had to deal with. Name Daniel might rise. Why am I doing names? I never use me new gifts. You are the coolest boss ever. Not gonna lie. If I lie, the boss retaliates. I have face planted concrete once for telling a lie. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But anyways, that's why I don't lie. The Hermit card. Somebody's like, keep that person away from me. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at your decision. It's okay. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Some of you guys could be born on July 7th. Oh, dude, you're my birthday twin and Ringo Starr's birthday twin. Whoa. Nice. Okay. Or the 9th or the 8th, the 18th, 13th, the 19th. A lot of teens showing up in this one. Oh, okay. The Hermit card on this coming out. Especially with Daniel in the Lion's Den coming out in reverse, where this person, see, the thing is, they've been trying, they've had to force themselves to keep quiet. That's the thing, right? It takes more energy, more physical muscle energy to hate than to love, right? They're resting swords, 5 of Swords caught up with them, right? And they've been in this 8 of Swords status for so long that even for those of you that are like, I don't want to respond to this, or I responded in the wrong way. I need a mulligan. I need a do-over, right? Because you can't figure them out. And you try to respond or you try to interact, and yet you can't say anything right. And then everybody else winds up coming down on you. And yet you're trying to keep it calm. You keep taking all of it, right? And it gets you into a point of almost being like a supernova empath, Cancer, right? Where you take in so much that you go like a supernova star and you implode, right? Some of you guys may have dealt with a crash out with this person or experienced your own as a result of it, because the way that they were keeping you stuck and trying to control this backfired in their face, right? And yet behind the scenes, they're still melting butter for you. Yes, they do still have the pictures, by the way. They wouldn't let those go, but they don't share them. They're just for them. But it's cool. 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys might have worked together, all right? Or this could have affected your work life. Leo's up next. Dude, but Sandra, there's like so many. I have like every Leo card out here. It's like freaky. Are you a Leo and are you dealing with a Cancer? You two are pretty much like the kids in the back seat of the station wagon. Like an old 70s Oldsmobile going down the freeway. I spy with my little eye. Nothing. You don't spy nothing. What? Was it attention seeking, or like some of you guys, they were addicted to the drama. They didn't know how to have a peaceful life because they never experienced real love. And yet with the Judgment card on Temperance. Some of you guys, it could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, more Leo and Aries. What's up with Leo and Aries? They're hanging out with each other, by the way, just so you know. Anyways, the Devil card's back. See, I was just talking about this, like they were addicted for some of you guys, like you were made into the option because they were married or in another relationship, but then they started showing you attention because they liked you better than what they had. And then they wound up 8 of Swords stuck. And then you were like, oh, no, no, just because you bought me dinner doesn't mean I'm dessert. Except for those 3 crabs in the back that are like, I'll be dessert. I'm okay with it. Butter. No. You guys totally still love each other. You're mad at each other, yet you love each other. This is the biggest tension buildup I've ever seen in my life. 7 of Cups, the white rabbit showed up because things were going good until that happened, right? And yet, believe it or not, behind the scenes, they feel like they failed you. They feel like they fell in love with you too late. And they're like, oh my God, I screwed everything up with Cancer. And then I realized, right? And they were making you 7 of Pentacles promises, planting seeds everywhere, right? Like, oh, don't worry, I'm ending the relationship. Oh, don't worry. Or they used you as like their support, went through something with their life, and then they just wound up blocking, cutting you. Talk to you later. This person has no clue how to forgive. Leo energy is strong on that one, but I see him learning about it, right? Then you got this other person that's already forgiven you, but this one doesn't want to let you go either, and you're getting faced with a crossroads, right? Scorpio energy on that one is strong. Gemini, pretty heavy duty. Sagittarius hanging around. Leo's all over the board on this one. So maybe I could be dealing with a Leo that crashed out. Thank you. Hold on. Cancer, they found you're the puzzle piece. They found that last little puzzle piece that they need in order to come back correct. This is epic. For 7% of you guys, you already moved on to somebody else. Then they reach out and it's like, uh-oh. That's for the Cancers that have gone in a different direction. All right, 5 of Pentacles, see? Because when the 5 of Pentacles popped out of the deck, it landed sideways. When a card lands sideways, I have to read it upright and reversed, right? So you got both directions going on here, okay? Like everybody's looking at you, Cancer. They're like, known a lot of Cancers. The crab legs are beautiful. I've seen many beautiful crab legs. But gonna need bibs. I'm not allowed to do political satire. I get in trouble for that. So I can't do that. Hold on. The 5 of Pentacles. It's like you got one you want to close the door on, one you want to keep the door open for, or them. Roles could be reversed because you guys are mirroring. So it's kind of a big deal, you know? But it's almost like you're mirroring and it's like you choosing peace when they suspected you to go all off, right? You know how Cancer gets that bad reputation that all Cancer knows how to do is like, there's no safety on the crab claws, right? They didn't know that you got the Kroger rubber bands put on them and that you're choosing peace. Way to take your power back as the cardinal boss you. That's why Scorpio and Pisces don't get to do that. You're the cardinal sign. Anyways. Sorry, Scorpio and Pisces. I'll pick on Cancer in your guys' reading. The Queen of Cups, found it. Told you. Cancer. Their ego is causing them to ignore you. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, internally, their outward appearance says, screw you, Cancer. The inward appearance says, oh my gosh, more butter for the crab legs, please. This is not safe for family time, okay? Come on now. Come on now. I got a set of standards and practices to follow, and you guys are a little... Oh my, am I allowed to sing that song? I'm more country. Uno momento, por favor. Give me a yes or no if I'm allowed to sing the song I just heard. Well, World card, Ace of Swords. Sing it, Archer. I want a freaky crab, somebody just like me. No. Some of you guys, there could be children involved, okay? But I do see a death or an end of ego ways. You triggered and activated their ego death. This person was so happy on the block or so happy and proud of the energies they carried. At one time, they were happy being a player. But you put them in check, and now whatever you're posting online, because they're stalking you, Page of Swords, online, right? Some of you guys actually did deal with a stalker at once. But whatever they're seeing, they're scared out of their mind with the Moon card and the Sun card that maybe something has been shed and brought to light that you've moved on. And they're unsure of what to do at that point, okay? So the direction that it goes, though, with this is that what you've dealt with them has been a big test of your patience, and like with what you've gone through, I could totally see in the Nine of Swords why you're not letting it show. Not letting it show that you're bothered by what happened, because it's almost like you're used to relationships going south for the winter, right? Some of you guys could be dealing with some seasonal depression, or your person is, right? And you can almost call their cycles, can't you? Like you're like, yep, I know this week's not good week. This week's pick on cancer week. This week's lovey-dovey week. This week's ignore cancer week. And you're like, we've done that for years. I'm not doing it anymore. And they didn't think you'd ever stand up for yourself and set a boundary, right? They were so used to like Peter Pan syndrome, playing childish games, the tomfoolery begins later. The after parties at Target, right? The player vibes on this that came out on that Page of Cups, the age difference may even have been a factor. Although I'm seeing here that it's not like, maybe for 7 or 8% of you guys, it's a big age difference, but it really seems like you guys, the bulk of you guys or majority, are really close. A few weeks or so apart, you know? Very, like, maybe some of you guys even have like the same birthdays, but different months. All right. Capricorn, Gemini, Aries energy on this with Scorpio, Libra, 10 of Cups for Pisces. And the Death card talks about transformation. King of Wands, the card of like a player energy, right? Somebody whose black book is a really big one, size of yellow pages, that goes into the 10 of Cups, where this person only wants to be with you. All right. The dreams on this are being affected. I told you, 10 of Cups, crosswatcher. Take one night off, stop dreaming about cancer, let them sleep. No, they cannot get, like, they're in George Harrison mode. I got my mind set on you. That song might even resonate or show up in your playlist at some point. But the Justice card shows them balancing their left brains and their right brains, their emotion and their logic, in order to achieve a state of emotional maturity and come into a place of balance, Libra energy, all right? The way this person was different, they got closer than anyone else, and you wanted it to work. 3 of Swords. That's what's been changing for them. Their karma is the rejection of losing you. And that's the motivation in the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant with the Star card to guide them right into a stage of healing. All right. They've closed out the narcissistic cycle. Okay. And they're getting ready to reach out on this one. The karma they got for what they did to you has totally humbled them. And you'll be shocked at the total rebirth when you hear from them. And yep, their online posts are about you. So you guys are still digitally talking to each other with your posts. You guys are going to be okay. I love this for you. The fire signs are super strong here, Cancer. You got Aries, a ton of Leo, and a lot of Sagittarius. You got Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aries again, Leo. We got enough Leo. Taurus, Pisces. More Pisces. Could be another Cancer, Capricorn, and there's also, you literally have all 12 sign energies. Their whole chart's activated for you. At this point, you could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. Their whole chart's activated for you. We're gonna need a bigger bib. All right, Cancer. It's early in the day. Behave. What about Austin Powers resonate? I'm done. Cancer, I do hope it helps. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. And if you'd like to book a personal with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, the links to the link tree are in the description box and pinned comment. Oh, TikTok. It's also pinned in my bio. All right. Until next we meet, Cancer. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you. All righty. Thank you to everybody here. Oh my gosh, we have 195 in YouTube and over 100 in TikTok. To the 300 people here hanging out with us today, tap that screen. Love the like for you. You guys deserve it. I'm here for you. I love you. Thank you for being a part of the family. All right, we are going to take a brief intermission. I'm totally sorry I don't have the music queued up because StreamYard let me down, but it's okay. We don't get upset. Choose peace. We just find a way around it. All right. Any test always has an exit strategy and a plan B and a plan C. And you can go all the way to plan Z. Then you can add double letters, then triple letters if you need to. You got time. I will make it fast though, okay? Let's see. There we go. Just so you know. And 5 minutes max. I will try to be back faster since we don't have music, okay? And the software, it'll come back around. Dude, if y'all seen on the internet and on the news, Instagram glitched, Cash App glitched. I'm sitting there. I literally saw this yesterday scrolling through my phone and looking. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, Instagram glitched. Cool. Cash App glitched. I'm like, How much you want to bet StreamYard glitches? I did it. I'm sorry. It was my fault. I said it. I have a problem with that. I manifest. Anyhow, okay, let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a snack. All right. I'll be back. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. It's totally cool. All right. Sunshine, thank you for what you do for the channel and the fam. Your awesomeness. All the mod squads. You guys rock. All right. I don't remember. Frankie taught me how to mute this thing so you guys don't have to deal with it either. And I don't remember how to do it. It's cool. It might be over here. Let's figure it out. We're learning together. There you go. Okay, TikTok, verb. Be right back. Perfect. Okay, and YouTube, equally, ditto. And if you want to go and come back, totally cool. We'll put some timestamps up afterwards and all that too. All right. I'll be Okay, YouTube, you're back. Sorry, didn't mean to keep you guys. Checked on Mama T, and I'm middle-aged, and I like my bladder functioning properly. Sorry. It's okay. Everybody that went away, I'll see you when you come back. Hi, if you just got back and you're clicking on a timestamp, hello. And everybody that hung out, thank you guys so much. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna check on Mama T again. We'll do 4 signs, break time, and then the other. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you guys for your patience. I've got to take care of Mama T and check on that too. All right. Multitasking. My Virgo placements love it. All right. On to Leo. Hi, Aaron. What up? What up? Let's see. Colleen's here. Hey, Naz. Thank you guys all for hanging out and waiting for me. Thank you for your patience. All right. Let's begin. Leo, what are we going to use for you? Buddha squirrel. Hold those. What are you doing? That's good enough. Okay. Let's go Titanic. No, I want to use Rockstar. Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Ready? Ready, Lisa? Ready, Aaron? Ready, Laura? Ready, Shrin? Let's do it. Ready, Colleen? All right, ready, Leo? Leo, you're going to be at 119.39, so let's do it. And did you see Taurus, Gemini, Cancer all flood the chat? So do like Janet's doing. Let's pop some sun emojis, some lion emojis, some sun. You got a lot of emojis you can use, so let's do it. Here we go. You ready? All right, let's begin. God, tune me into Leo's energy, and thank you for being here, Leo. If you would like to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just check out the link in the description, down in the pinned comment. It's also pinned in my bio on TikTok. That'll take you to the Archer link tree. All right, let's begin. Oh, I'm glad you came to the live. Hey, Kara, what's up? Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I stink at the English. Hey, Clarissa. We got a lot of Leos here. This is cool. All right, let's begin. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Lessons learned about deception. Your person learned about lying to you and that it doesn't work. Hi, Rasha. What's up? All right, let's go. Give me everything you got for Leo, please. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Tap me into Leo's energy. Whoa. Leo, the white rabbit showed up for your person with the 7 of Cups. Interesting. Some of you guys could be going through a breakup or a pending divorce. 2 of Pentacles, though, shows them making a phone call. They want to talk to you. Oh, okay. Let's see where it goes. 2 shuffles. Ready? The Wheel of Fortune. They're not being forced into it. The Wheel of Fortune talks about just that choice, free will. All right. They've entered into a roundabout where they realize they've been stuck in a loop endlessly, and they're choosing which way they wish to exit out of that loop. Some of you guys might live near roundabouts. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Explain to me how that works better than a 4-way stop with a traffic light. Anyhow. All right, let's begin. Give me 2 shuffles. I know I've said let's begin like 3 times, Leo, so whatever. Let's go. 2 shuffles, Leo. Let's do it to it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Leos. Roar. Look who's back. Overall energy is the 5 of Wands. This tells me the overall energy, every card is about lessons being learned. The 5 of Wands talks about training or the lessons being learned in order to proceed to the 6 of Wands success. That is the overall energy. All right, so let's go. Queen of Swords, Libra energy. The 9 of Swords for Gemini. That's you with the Sun card. And you've been showing up in like every reading. All right, that's George Harrison. He's cool. All right, we've got that 2 of Pentacles and the King of Swords came back along with the 7 of Cups. So things were going good until the White Rabbit showed up into this relationship. That takes to the 10 of Wands, where you just feel completely burnt out on what they did to you. And you're like, I don't know if we can go back from this. But yet you're here getting a tarot reading about them. Interesting. This is deep. So it's like you've got your mind on your health or your wealth right now while love is sort of taking a back seat behind the scenes. And it's kind of like you're in the planning stages after recovering from a shock. And yet you're establishing plans and setting boundaries this week ahead that you've been trying to put into place for a while that it seems like the world has fought you in, that you're getting to a point where you start feeling less anxious. That 9 of Swords, some of you guys might have some strong Gemini in your chart, but it does represent a little bit of the anxiety that comes in on this as well as the silence. Sun card of the 2 of Pentacles, though, is your energy along with Capricorn. Some of you guys might be having to like grapple with a decision. Maybe there's somebody you don't want to hurt in order to go towards somebody you want to be with, right? And you're tired of how everybody judges you for your own decisions, right? This person, other people, family members, all the people that keep thinking they can control you, control your decisions and influence it instead of letting you do what you want to do. And this person never let you be yourself, right? They never just looked at you and said, Leo, I love you for you. Just be you. I don't care. Just be you. It was all, Leo, you got to do this. Leo, you got to act this way. Leo, you got to be like this. And it got you to the point that you're just like, I'm burnt out. I can't do it anymore, right? Because you've had to keep going and keep going and keep going and then keep going some more. And keeping everything in perspective got to be a lot for you to handle, right? It's one of the biggest things that led to you not even liking making decisions because you always felt like any decision you made would never be right. I get it. You need a spinny hug, Leo. Why didn't you jam the deck? Oh, because you're used to not letting anybody see you sweat. You're getting spinny hugs. I won't tell anybody. Okay? Give me some on this top row. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's like you guys love to hate each other. Ace of Wands. Whoa. Okay. Ten of Cups. Leo. Deep down, Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups, you totally wouldn't mind if they rubbed your belly and made you purr. Because when a cat rolls over and shows their belly, that means they're willing to be vulnerable. And with that Ace of Wands, they totally would like to make you purr. You two are rough, right? Yeah, it's probably your hair. It's probably that Leo hair. They like it. In the Emperor card, the problem on this, though, was the way they were too controlling, right? The control freak vibes got to be a lot. And yet, even though you're mad at them, you wouldn't mind making up with them. You guys are mirroring. You're doing the same thing. It's okay. Emperor on the Sun card could be dealing with an Aries. Pretty powerful Aries vibes here, but then you've also got Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra. Pretty heavy duty on the Libra vibes. Then you got a lot of Capricorn. But let's see where it goes. Give me some more on the next row down, because that Emperor is like, I think the ego death was a lot. You guys, straight up, full disclosure, you guys both got pretty big egos, right? And it was an ego clash. Understandable, right? Oh, you're welcome, Bam. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Look at you guys coming together to make 10 Pentacles. Check it out. All right. Because you're in a single status and like you're tired of being single, right? You want your heart chakra opened. You rule the heart chakra. And with that Ace of Pentacles, they've got that missing pentacle. The Nine of Pentacles shows me you've achieved independent emotional maturity. You're just waiting for that one rib from Adam to complete you. And there's no gender in tarot. There can be some male Leos, right? And like you're waiting to give your rib to her. So this is what happens when both of you guys go into your separation stages and grow, level up, and change to become the husband and wife that you both wish for. Some of you guys, this could even be a same-sex relationship, okay? No gender in tarot. But that Ace of Pentacles, I just heard Frank Sinatra singing, I did it my way. So you not caving on your principles and your boundaries, put them in check behind the scenes. I dig it. Capricorn vibes with the Six of Pentacles. All right. There's Dolly Parton. I mean, your trailer park pretty, but you're never going to be Jolene. So Nine of Cups, they're praying that you'll forgive them. I really feel like you're the manifest-e and they're the manifest-er. That's why you can't get them off your mind, okay? And they can't get you off your, don't worry, they can't either. You guys are literally to each other, all right? Because both of you guys are like, I don't like Leo. I don't like Crosswatcher. Then behind the scenes, it's like, oh my God, I totally love Leo. I kind of totally love Crosswatcher, right? Empress and the Emperor, see? You guys, you know it. They're figuring it out, that you guys are a highly leveled counterpart. The Emperor and the Empress, this here, these are God's partners. This is the husband, the man of God, meets the wife, the woman of valor, and you guys get to move forward. Especially those of you that have been experiencing glitches. It's like a reboot to sync you guys up with the Tower card on the Page of Wands. That rabbit moment put a Tower card in their life for the decision they made, and they're experiencing it, and they're reaping the repercussions of it, right? Six of Swords into the Five of Swords does show them elevating through it. So the Five Swords represents that 5 stages of separation, and that you first meet, either the age difference is a problem, or you guys both have some issues that you're still working through. So you go your separate ways, and you both level up and change into what each other wants and needs to be ready for a long-term commitment, there's a test that comes through. You guys have tried to patch this up once or twice because these fights have happened a few times. And if one or both parties aren't ready or haven't done the change, then the lesson repeats. But you guys are getting ready to come to a point of coming together for the truth and the real love. They're very nervous that they can't rebuild your trust. So they know the Seven of Swords lies they were doing and the way they kind of played you behind the scenes can't keep happening. You've caused the narcissist to awaken, okay? Six of Swords, and I don't throw that around all the time, but in this case, it does kind of fit. Oh, little Baker, thank you, darling. Spinny hugs. Thank you so much. All the super chats go towards the Mama T Foundation. I still got to recharge the fridge for Mama T when she goes home. Aquarius energy is pretty strong. Capricorn's here too. Of course, there's Cancer. A lot of Scorpio. Sagittarius, Libra, Leo. That could be another Leo. Pretty heavy duty on the Aries too. But then you got a lot of Capricorn. So let me see the direction this goes, because it just seems like you got your own stuff going on, and yet they show up with the Four of Swords. All right. This pause was needed in order to, like, if it hadn't happened, you guys would have kept going in the same direction. The cycle would have kept going. The lessons would have kept repeating. And those of you that do feel a little guilty behind the scenes of like how it went down, like, man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have blocked them. And that you did what you had to do. And the decisions you made at the time were right. Don't feel bad for it. Okay. Because you guys do work this out and get back together. Emperor to the Empress. When this connection is this strong that we have an Emperor and an Empress awakening, this is guaranteed. It's written in your guys' blueprints for this to work out. Even if the makeup boom boom's awesome. Stop it. Because you have kind of gone through your Sasha Fierce stage, right? You're out of Beyonce and coming in, or you're coming into Cowboy Carter. It is in Texas. Anyways. But how? Six of Swords. Thinking outside the box, seeing things from a different perspective that allows you guys to come together and work this out. Okay? So your person is changing for you because they're not like your exes. It's just that they were so slow to proceed that it got you stuck in like an energetical purgatory. Okay? Especially for those of you that they kept telling you, I'm breaking up with them, I'm divorcing them. And then you got stuck as the third party. And you're just like, never again. Those changes had to happen so that the cycles broke. You were miserable. You were depressed. You know what I mean? But with this kind of a couple, this is what happens. This is what happens because this is all what's causing them to go into a period of self-reflection so that they stop holding back because they're realizing how much they made you feel like an option by how they treated you. So some of their karma is experiencing the exact same thing they did to you. So they can be like, this is what it feels like to be Leo. And it's putting them through a bit of an awakening. Okay. You've got about an 81% chance of communication. I also see though, for about 67% of you guys, you're going to say no to them. And that ushers in a deep soulmate connection. So the free will choice winds up being yours in the long run. You can either work things out with them or receive the rewards for this new incoming energy. Whichever choice you make, though, is not a wrong choice. All right. Whichever choice you make is the one you're supposed to make. All right. Virgo energy is here pretty strong. There's Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer. Some of you guys could be seeing repeating twos and born on the 2nd or the 29th, the 1st, the 12th, the 11th, and the 10th. 29th is here, the 26th. Could be the 19th. 7th, 17th, 27th, the 4th, the 3rd or 30th. I think you're seeing a lot of repeating 4s too. And if not, you're going to start seeing them. Sagittarius is here too. And pretty heavy duty on the Libra vibes too. All right. But I do hope that helps, Leo. Thank you for being here. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. And if you want to book a personal with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, the link's pinned in my bio, TikTok, YouTube. All right. So until next time, Leo, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you. I won't tell anybody about the spinny hugs. Secret safe of me, ironclad. All right. You're welcome, Sarah. Beatrice, love you, love you. Thank you. Sunflare Leo. I like that screen name. Edex. What up, girl? How are you? I still got your deck in the Jeep. I love that deck. I love the Wild Unknown. I know I had it in here for a little bit. I put it back in the Jeep as my car deck. Love you too, Heidi. Thank you. All right. Next up is going to be Virgo. There we go. Doobie-doobie-doo. What's up, Virgo? Virgolicious. Agnes, what up? Hi. All right. Virgo. News. I don't know. Let's use the stained glass tarot. I haven't touched this one in a minute. You ready? Ready, laser girl? All right, laser girl's ready. Andy's ready. Laura's here. Okay, here's Virgo. There you are. I was wondering, where's Virgo? Here's Virgo. All right. Virgo, you're going to be at 133.53. So what's up, Virgo? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Shelby. What up, girl? Virgo, if you'd like to book a personal private reading with me, or if you want to check out everything else the channel has to offer, the link's pinned in my bio on TikTok, and it is also available in the description and pinned comment down below. All right, so think about your person, and God, tap me in, tune me into Virgo energy, and give me everything you got for Virgo-licious Virgo. Virgo-licious definition, make them all go loco. All right, let's dig in. So, Virgo, what do we have for Virgo, God? Give me everything you got for Virgo. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc., and so forth. What do we have for Virgo? There we go. 8 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 9 of Pentacles. Why are they lying to you that they're single and on their own? They don't have anybody else in their life. Oh, this is that fear of commitment stuff, right? Okay, let's see where it goes. Could be dealing with it could be another Virgo, because that's a lot of Virgo vibes. All right, give me 2 shuffles. Let's do it. Here we go. And 2. Let's love this deck for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos, because victory is yours. Overall energy, nice. The Judgment card. This here is showing, the Judgment card is when the finger is pointed inward, okay? You've done the work, but you're almost blaming yourself for everything when it's not your fault, all right? Judgment card shows both of you guys doing some work to change and level up with the Star card, right? 9 of Wands, Sagittarius vibes into the 10 of Swords, Gemini and Sag. This person's having a complete opposite change of heart, okay? Because Sagittarius and Gemini are opposing signs in the Zodiac, so they're in a completely opposite energy from where they were when you last spoke, all right? You guys have both been actually on a healing journey. They had to grow up a little bit, you know what I mean? So let's see where it goes. All right, the 4 of Pentacles, Capricorn, the Hierophant for Taurus, the Fool card for Aries. See, it's like you're healed and you're actually ready for something to start with the Fool card. Take a risk, shoot a shot, and yet there's like nothing. It's crickets, right? The 9 of Cups, Pisces energy. The 7 of Swords is Aquarius. The Lovers is more Gemini. You got pretty strong Gemini vibes here. And the 6 of Pentacles, strong Taurus and strong. But then you got Aquarius, Pisces, Capricorn, and Aries too. So you've been moving like the Tasmanian devil recently, like 100 miles an hour and 100 different things going on, but yet nothing gets completed. And you're trying to find like a better way to break out of the endless loop with that Hierophant, right? The Hierophant talks about thinking from a higher perspective and a non-biased approach of like outside of the box. There's got to be another way to do this. And you've got a few things that come to light this week that gives you that clarity. Some of you guys, it could be a work vibe or something, but I do see it comes in where you find a point in the Fool card that you're ready to take the risk or move forward. It's like if you could just have 5 minutes with no one talking to you, you would get something of yours completed. Even though it seems a little easier to raise the Titanic than get your life in order, right? It's impossible to raise the Titanic, so you can't get your life in order. Different. 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords. So I do see some things in your personal life finally getting finished up. And maybe even a little passion project of yours that you've been trying to organize and plan getting going. Maybe some of you guys are getting into like yoga or meditation and like organizing. So I see a Virgo trying to like organize their living space, like organizing a closet or rearranging a room for like some feng shui or functionality. Maybe even while you're listening to this, like you just got this on in the background. The Lovers and the 6 of Pentacles, that Gemini and Taurus energy on this. For some of you guys, it could be a Gemini Taurus cusper. The thing about it though is that this person seems like their life is totally just fine, And yet they know you're mad at them for what they did and that they did a lot of damage to you. Like maybe some of you guys had to go into counseling or therapy as a result of this, maybe even just be getting into it at home. Um, it's like there's just something about them though that still gets your attention. It's like if they could have just come at you more correct, that in and out energy where you didn't know from one day to the next, like if you were in good grace, they were in bad graces, and the confusion became a lot to handle, right? Some of you guys, you or them could be born on the 6th, maybe the 9th, the 4th, the 24th, and the 14th are here with the 1st and the 19th, the 6th. A lot of repeating 6s. Let me see what's up with the 4 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Fool. Definitely cusper energy too, like Aries, Taurus, Libra, Virgo. The 3 of Wands, strong Aries vibes. The 2 of Cups for Cancer, the Hangman on Pisces, 8 of Cups Pisces, and the 5 of Wands. They're learning how to apologize, okay? And finding this fact down inside of, for those of you that have felt kind of stuck in the 8 of Swords on the 4 of Cups, it's like maybe having a hard time forgiving them for what they did, right? And you carry that burden with you. It's not so much about forgiveness. You don't have to forgive. It's more about releasing it so that it doesn't bring you down like it's bringing them down. And it winds up ruining your whole day. When they know what they did to you and it was wrong, but vengeance is mine, says the Lord. All right. So the way they played you like this, don't think that God's going to, because it's just not nice. You can't do this. It's not fair. You know, it seems like if they had just come at you more correct instead of blaming every little thing that's wrong in their life on you and every other ex that they had, then it was like the kind of person, like every ex was the psycho ex, right? And then all of a sudden you found out more about it, that it was just them. 8 of Cups. Some of you guys, there could have been an addiction involved, could have been dealing with drinking. And the thing on that is, I don't like people that look at somebody that is like dealing with a drug addiction or drinking addiction or even an anger addiction, as in, can't you just walk it off? Can't you just get over it, right? It's not that. It's just like looking at somebody that has cancer and saying, can't you just get over the cancer? Can't you just walk it off? It's a condition. It's a health condition, right? That it messes the lives up for everybody. This person's coming to start doing a lot of work on themselves before reaching out to you, which explains why it's been so long since these two energies interacted, right? But yet you've still been dreaming and thinking about them more. Just trying to stay in like a more positive mindset. Believe it or not, it's working. Your prayers, your thoughts are transmitting. Deb G, so much for the super chat. I love you. You are awesome. All the super chats are still going to the Mama T Foundation. I got to stock all them fridges up. All right. I got Melissa too, right? All right. Give me more on this 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the Lover's card. Some of you guys, you should be on with a Gemini. Strong Gemini energy. Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn. And some of you guys have been noticing strong ringings in your ears. The spiritual tones are letting you know who's being thought about. 3 of Swords with the Sun card. They messed up their happiness and their forward momentum. That's what's leading to realizing the safe bet, the right bet, was with you. They took it all out on you and went in the other direction that they did because they went in the direction that was safe. In the fact that they went in a direction where there was no commitment, there was no chance of moving forward, right? So for some of you guys, this has led you to be single, celibate, practice on your own, and stay introverted. Meanwhile, they've been doing the work too, okay? Because this shows the deep soul contract. The Lovers was originally called the Choice back in the days of Tarot de Marcel. It's not, but it's not just day-to-day usual choices, paper or plastic, you know, toilet paper this way or this way. It's it's the big choice that you guys made when you, before you were born into this life, when you went in front of the big life review and you guys clicked accept. You saw all of this before you came into this earth, and then were man in black flashy thingy when you were born. So the stuff going on is in the blueprint with the Lover's card for you two, that with the 3 of Swords to the Sun card, it's like their anger and their temper and everything resulted in a derailment, okay? Because the 3 of Swords can be a person, a place, or a thing. But for some of you guys, you busted them flat out with it. And the option they tried to go with to make you jealous backfired in their face. That was the karma, you know? They needed that to teach them a lesson. So they're finally taking accountability for their actions. You know how they used to pass the blame on to like everyone else, including you? It's almost like this person was allergic to apologizing, right? They could do no wrong. Could be a Leo or somebody who thought the universe revolved around them. All right. Copernicus figured that out later. And right. So the thing about it is that they're just kind of worried that you've heard how they've talked about you behind your back. You got a right to be mad at them, Three of Swords. It's just we're not for what they did, but you like still want something with them. You just want them to be correct. And you're almost maybe family got involved, or there's a lot of people that don't think this would work, and you're worried about what everybody else would think. But Sun card in the Five of Swords shows those thoughts being overcome, because the Five of Swords represents those 5 stages of separation in order to come back for a true, real love. You guys had to go this way in order to level up and change. So there's nothing wrong with still having those feelings because you're tied into it. Some of you guys, maybe you guys live at a distance, or it's a long distance digital relationship for some of you guys. And they kept making promises of like coming in correct and being there for you, but then they never lived up to the promises. 8 of Cups on the Lovers. 10 of Swords. They regret it too. They can't get you off their mind, even though they're hiding it with the Moon card to the Star card. 4 of Cups. That leads to the 8 of Wands on the Page of Cups. Even though they never filled you in or told you stuff before, the 8 of Wands represents communications, which shows it is starting to pick up. A love offer with the Page of Cups and the Chariot. It's actually getting ready to move faster than expected. I have a feeling before we get out of Capricorn season, which there's only about 10 days left, that you hear from this, okay? This is the vibe. I'm hearing that. That was Paula Abdul. I'm hearing the vibes, opposites attract. That song may resonate because it was like, you guys were attracted by the opposites, but now you're changing into like a man that comes in humble, a woman that's ready to love, and you guys can move forward and overcome any of these obstacles that get in the way together. It's a very big lesson in like controlling the reactions, right? Yeah, judgment, controlling the reactions. They have taken the time to look into themselves, realize what they did to you as a result of the choices they made. About this proceeding forward. Some incoming clarity from them is actually going to help too. It'll help you make the decision you have to make clear. All right. They have to tell the truth. Judgment card. All right. Could be done with a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Sagittarius is here. Some of you guys either have the same car as them or you keep seeing personalized license plates that have signs. All right. Some of you guys can't stop seeing their car everywhere. But more Cancer. Taurus is here. Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn. More Cancer. A lot of Cancer and Capricorn. But then Taurus and Libra is here too. Sagittarius, heavy duty on the Gemini. Also Aries. Okay. So I do hope that helps, Virgo. Keep us posted because it looks like you so far have the highest possibility of communication. You're at about a 96% on 8 of Wands showing up. If I'd gotten the Ace of Swords, I'd have pushed it a little more into a little further up. But I want to be thrifty with it. Anyways, so if you'd like to book personal reading with me or to check out everything else for the channel has to offer, just check out the link in the description or pinned comment. It's also tagged in my bio on TikTok. Otherwise, till next time, I love you, and I will see you then. All right? Until next we meet, peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Doobie-doobie-doo. Let's see what's up next. There we go. You are welcome. You're welcome, Lisa. All right. Gemini is done. Stardust, you can check it out over on the YouTube channel. It's available. Totally. And I'll try to get these things separated, cut, and uploaded to TikTok and that later today, too. Hey, Christina. Shelby Music. What up? What up? How you doing, girl? All right. You're welcome. I love you, girl. Spinny hugs. Appreciate you, too. All right. You're welcome. Hey, Kim. No problem. Hey, Jenna. Love you, too. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Onward and forward. Next on deck. Bye, Virgo. All right. Next on deck is Libra. Hi. All right. Libra, we totally got to go back and use the Rockstar deck. That was a present and gift from Sunshine, from Melissa. All right. You guys got to totally make sure you follow Sunshine Intuitive Tarot on TikTok and on YouTube. All right. Awesome sauce. Her oracle messages rock. All right, y'all. Let's do what Anna's doing. We got the scales are out. Let's flood that chat. Let's see what Libra emojis can you guys use besides the scales? Go for it. All right. This is your time to shine. You're the cardinal air sign. You're the boss. Tess. What up, Tess? Hey, Ann. Hey, Blue Star. All right, Libra. What are we going to do for you, Libra? Let's give you 148.28. Here we go. All right. We'll just wait a second to... Hi, Libra. What's up? Thank you for being here. Libra, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, the link is pinned in my bio on TikTok, and it's also available down in the description box and comment section. That'll take you right over to the Archer link tree with links to everything. All right. I love reading for you, too. You're cardinal air sign. Air signs are awesome like that. You're like, Archer, just give it to me straight. All right. Libra. What do we got for Libra? Here comes the judge. Here comes... What do we got for Libra? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Give me everything you got for Libra. What do we have for Libra? Thank you. Ace of Swords. That's communication. The Star card from someone that's healed after coming out of player vibes. Sagittarius energy. Somebody here may be a singer, songwriter, musician. Okay. I think that's Casey Musgraves on there. I'm not sure. But anyhow, we'll check it out. That's still cool, though. All right. You ready, Libra? Let's do it. Here we go. All right, God, give me 2 shuffles for Libra. What do we have for Libra? Here we go. 1 and 2. Perfect. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Libras. Case dismissed. Here we go. Libra. Libra. The overall energy is the Ace of Wands. The overall energy that I have to apply to every card in here is that there's still a spark and a passion between you, and they also totally want to bang your gavel. I can't help it. This, all signs, has gone in a completely different direction. So let's see where we go. 2 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Losing you is the White Rabbit moment. 7 of Cups has the White Rabbit showing up with the 6 of Cups underneath that. They're really reflective on this. This is interesting. Let's go. I have the 9 of Swords, Gemini. And the Swords, that's you. The Hermit for Virgo. Some of you guys could be Libra, Virgo, cuspers. Ooh, Judgment card. Scorpio, Page of Swords. Oh, so you guys are checking out each other. Okay, that's cool. Ace of Cups, because they want a fresh start with you. And the 7 of Wands, Leo. Leo, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo. So far. Doesn't got to be their sun sign. Definitely the part of their chart that's thinking about you, though. The Runner returns. The Runner returns. Judgment card. All right. Judgment card, Scorpio vibes. This here talks about turning the finger inward, looking deeper into oneself in order to find the energies. And they are kind of taking over your reading a little bit too. All right. They don't like how they've been leaving you hanging for so long. They're regretting that. It's like they think it's okay to make you wait with their indecisive energy. But now that you're ready, you got to just kind of like overlook everything they did and move forward. And you're like, how do I just do that? Right? Aw, thanks, DM. You're the bomb. It's cool. Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, right? Cancer and Libra on this is that, oh. So the thing is that like, because their closed offedness is rubbing off on you a little bit over the time. Now, neither of you are at a point where you're sure about how to proceed here. So you're both kind of burying yourselves into your work and your personal lives in order to try to forget about each other. Yet they can't forget about you either. Page of Swords tells me you're both kind of checking each other out. You know what I mean? Hey, TR, what up, what up? This person was rather avoidant. 7 of Wands, Leo energy. They had like a John Travolta-proof bubble around them that turned them into a bit of a dismissive, avoidant energy because they couldn't make up a decision or would lead you on with the Judgment card on this. They were realizing they shouldn't have done that. Guys, some of you guys have roses coming. An unsuspected bouquet shows up at work or home this week, okay? I'm sorry, flowers. But like the way they just cut you off, it's like it's like they're addicted to apologizing though, because like their pride or ego constantly gets in the way of their life and has them thinking they can do no wrong. The way they just cut you out without even caring, it's finally caught up to them. Some of you guys could be seeing repeating ones or 1111. 111 shows up. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Cancer and Taurus are here. Leo and Scorpio so far. Oh, Virgo too. 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Oh, the Strength card. Leo energy is making the rounds tonight. Some of you guys could totally be dealing with tonight. It is like, what, 11 in the morning Eastern time? I don't know. I don't even remember what day it is at this point. I'm good. The Hangman, the Strength card on the moon. Pisces energy comes in with Leo. So the thing about it, though, they couldn't keep trying to just buy your love and then like manipulating their way out of everything. This all got way out of hand too fast that day. The way they would try to use their words to get their way was ridiculous, right? And then they would just cut you out. Maybe for some of you guys, they were addicted to drama, addicted to causing a scene, or thought they could do no wrong. But causing the fights and everything, that's why this person always thought they were so perfect. Always passing the blame. But I think they've had a bit of an awakening with the Six of Wands. This is somebody that needed to come out of the avoidant energies and be ready for a commitment. See, they were like they didn't want to grow up. They were a Toys R Us kid. Wow, that's dating myself. Anyways, that's the thing on this, though. Judgment card, Page of Swords. It's like they reflected in and realized they didn't know how to love. And that's what's got them considering a fresh approach this week. You're still on their mind. And they still have all your stuff in their phone. Or your picture is their phone's background, lock screen. Why do I say that? Because that's your major arcana, Justice. You are very heavy on their mind. But with your major arcana showing up in your reading, I like it because it tells me you're taking your power back. That still leads to that phone call that they're trying to decide. All right. Oh my gosh, everybody misses Toys R Us. I know, me too. Jeffrey Giraffe and I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Oh my. Used to get to go and wait outside at that delivery door and they'd bring the big box with the Playhouse out and you'd be like, oh my gosh, my life is awesome. It's so fluffy. I want to die. Right? Something about Toys R Us may resonate to y'all. All right. Give me a little more on this because that Justice card coming out tells me Ace of Swords, they want to talk. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys might have lived together or talked about it, but yet, or somebody's a real estate agent or in real estate. But with that Ten of Pentacles showing up with this on the Ace of Swords, they know when they press send, that means this goes long term. You are not going to entertain being an option, being friends with benefit, any of that stuff, right? No situationships. You taking your power back and setting boundaries, that was a hard thing to do, was exactly what was needed to get you back. It all happened the way it was exactly supposed to, even though it was rough. Some of you guys could have been married to this person or had time or had plans, you know, but the way they slow walked it, they know their actions hurt you. And yeah, cross watcher, it hurt Libra 10 times harder than it hurt you. Okay. You were just too addicted to the drama and needed the attention at the time, but you've worked on that. And that's why you don't want to hurt Libra again. I do give the cross watcher points for that. Okay. Strong Cancer and Libra energy. Taurus is here. Pisces and Gemini. You or them could be born on the 3rd, the 30th, the 7th, the 27th. Might be seeing repeating threes too. The 9th, the 19th, maybe the 5th, 15th, or 25th. And the 25th. You're a birthday twin with Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. That's cool. Yeah. And the 3rd or the 30th. 7 of Cups. That white rabbit will not go away. White rabbit lately. Things were going fine until that rabbit showed up. But the World card shows that cycle closed. With the High Priestess, you don't realize how they were dealing with the devil. All right. Some of you guys, it could have been an addiction, even if it was just the addiction to the drama and the anger. But with this mask fell off, they don't know how to go back from it, you know? Hey, Lisa, what up? Hey, Chumba. Oh, dude, check this out. Look at this, Libra. 8 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. They're awakening to the fact that you were like a soulmate, a twin flame, and there are some rewards coming in on this. 8 of Wands. It's moving forward, okay? Because Maurice Gibbs says so. I don't know why, but I just heard there. I don't know if I'm old. I have a very deep tenor voice, but I just heard the Bee Gees song. You should be. I can't go that high. You should be dancing. I can't get that high. Sorry, I'm 40 years old. I can't do it. 44, whatever. I'm not lying. Anyways, this person, like, you know, this person always thought they were just perfect. And as a result, the entitlement became really strong to deal with because the avoidant ways took over them. See, they're kind of fighting their own feelings here for you because it's like they're wanting to start running from themselves now. Nah, the runner wants to run from themselves, Libra. Wow. Was this somebody with bipolar? Just asking for a friend. I don't know. It's like they wanted to live this rock star lifestyle and they've grown into it. They're family. Right, no gender in tarot. The process is to realize how much of a border or how much of a barrier they put up between you with that devil card on the lovers to the high priestess. But I do like seeing this here. All right. It's not fair that Capricorn got this card because it's not the devil. You know, some of you guys are like, no, Archer, I was totally dealing with the devil. But this is the father of the zodiac. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac, which is the motivator to propel into that high priestess to get to the top of the mountain. It's like you guys both know what you want for the future. The problem is, how do we get from point A to point B? What's all this gray area? How do we cover it? Right? Scorpio, Libra, Virgo energy. Some of you guys might even work together, or you guys are in real estate or planning to get into it. Page of Pentacles, or it's Hierophant. See, Taurus and Aquarius energy comes in on this one. All right, that Hierophant's a more non-biased approach. See, it's like where it was their way or the highway. They never had a way of looking at anybody's other opinions or taking that into consideration. They're figuring it out, and they're realizing they were the narcissist. They were everything they accused you of, which is causing them to have an awakening. Aries, Taurus energy. Magician of the Page of Pentacles shows a message coming in. All right. And I really feel like you're the one that's manifesting it out of them. So this person is, this person's discovered tarot thanks to you, because you guys are both in each other's contacts list. Similarities. So all of a sudden in their phone, now they're getting tarot readings and they're getting those top 3 signs you met your soulmate. And everything the people that they watch talks about you. They can't watch anything through their TikTok feed or their social media without something that makes them think of you. And God's like, that's exactly how we planned it, right? Even for those of you that think that you lost out from everything that went down, even God is upstairs giggling, being like, it's exactly as I planned. Hang tight, Libra. Don't worry. All right. Some of you guys might even have a tarot channel here. And yep, even though they haven't brought it up with the high priestess, they're watching you. Okay. Whether it's a tarot channel or you're on social media or whatever. Okay. They are completely watching you behind the scenes and just not letting you know. Okay. They're like fake account vibes like that, but they are trying to bring you back. That's why you're a little bit of the manifestee. Some of you guys, it could have been like family got in the way, religion, they're taking accountability. That's their lesson. Because like there's parts of the contract not fulfilled. They couldn't keep making those excuses. Yeah, the 7 of Cups, Scorpio vibes, right? They couldn't keep hiding up and making those excuses because you're divinely protected. All right, so it could get to a point on that where their lesson is to take accountability for their dismissive and their avoidant ways, which I do see having to happen before they reach out. Because the longer they sit with the stubbornness and their hard-headedness, the harder the guardian angels fight them to grow up, awaken, and learn they made the wrong choice. That's the start of an ego death heard around the world. Their crash out point is just getting started, and it's their white rabbit moment that leads them right to your door. So they're coming to the end of fighting their feelings for you. You know what I mean? For some of you guys, your spirituality freaked them out. Where you're like, we're soulmates. I do tarot. And they're like, oh my gosh, that stuff's divination. Bad voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo, right? Maybe there's a difference in religion or beliefs. They're finding out you were right. All right. Or they're finding out the power of prayer is big. You know what I mean? For somebody like maybe they didn't believe in God until something recently has happened in their life. And now they're like, oh, nope, God's totally a thing. I'm freaking out right now. So it's part of their crash out that leads them back to your door. They're just coming to the end of like fighting their feelings, winning that fight, and them reaching out to give you the choice of what you want to do. All right. You got Gemini and Virgo here, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Aries. Ooh, Aries is a lot of Aries. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, maybe even Virgo. Doesn't have to be their sun sign, but definitely a couple parts of their charts are activated for you. Heavy duty Aries energy here too. Aries, Cancer, and Taurus. All right. I hope that helps. Libra, keep me posted. Please hype and like the reading. Leave a comment down below if you like. And if you want to book a personal or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just check out the link in the description box or the comment. All right. And it's pinned here on my TikTok's homepage. It'll take you to the Archer link tree. All right. So until next we meet, Libra, I love you. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'm having a good time with y'all. You guys are awesome sauce. Tippy Lou, you are welcome. Spinny hugs, Tippy Lou. Thanks for sharing the live too, Debbie. You're awesome. Groovy Chick, what up? Maria. All right. Justice on the death card. Is there a Libra Scorpio cusper in the house? I mean, we are going from Libra to Scorpio. But let's see where it goes. Oh, you're welcome, Rose Girl. Thank you for the confirmations. The way I disconnect from the readings when I'm here, it's like, I don't know if I'm making any sense or connecting. I ain't got a clue. So thank you guys. Confirmation helps every tarot reader out here. All right. There's a lot to channel these messages and this energy. Speaking of which, you guys ready for Scorpio? Oh my gosh, Scorpio. I gotta talk to Frankie about when the next collab is. We did the New Year's Eve Big Bash. What are we doing for the January collab? I'll get a hold of Frankie later. If you guys aren't subscribed and following Frankie, you totally should. All right. I think we're good. I forgot. I was getting ready to change the title card and I forgot I don't have the software today. This is way easier. Scorpio, let's use the Light Seers deck for you. Ready? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Rose. I love you. Oh, thank you, UNV. I like your screen name. UNV me. I like it. We're buddies. Fist bump. We're buddies. We're friends now. We're besties. You just can't touch my drum. No, if you want to play the drums, you can. All right, Scorpio. Skinny Healer. Hey, Alexis. What's up, Alyssa? Chanvel. What up, Chavella? Hi. I love you too. I envy you. Kit Kat. Oh my gosh, you guys, everybody's turning up for you, Scorpio. What's your timestamp? Let's give you 2:05 exactly. What up, Scorpio? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Scorpio, if you would like to book a personal private reading with me or check out everything the channel has to offer, the link also in my bio on TikTok. And make sure you follow your fellow Scorpio, Frankie, at Frankie's Tarot. 2 words, easy to find on YouTube. All right. Her and I do lives every month. She's got awesome candles. She's a definition of why you Scorpios are so awesome. So definitely check her out, follow and subscribe. Okay, she's on TikTok too, y'all. But all right, God, Scorpio, everybody, think about your person and tap me into me and everything Scorpio's got. Here. What up? What up? Cappy Go, Blue Star in the house. Olga, hello. All right, you're okay, Donna. You have perfect timing as always. Perfect timing. Here we go. All right. Scorpio, Scorpio. Wherefore art thou, Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a Scorpio by any of their names still be just as sweet? Oh my God, yeah, totally. You'd be awesome no matter what sign you were named. So we're cool. All right, let's go for it. Hey, Adele. Spinny Hooks in the United States. All right, here we go. 2 shuffles, Scorpio. Let's do this too. And 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful and yet completely still sexy Scorpios. Because you know even my male Scorpios, your GQ sign in the house. Oh, wow. Over energy is the Magician. Use your words wisely, Scorpio, because you are manifesting. Look at you. Yep, the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Why? Wow. You just turned a player into a partner. You got somebody behind the scenes in the silence taking accountability for their actions. It's like they know what they did, but they're actually in this now. They're not lying about it. They're really taking accountability. All right, let's see where we go. 5 of Pentacles. Did you block? You closed the door on this person, and they didn't think you would. I just freaked out when I saw this 5 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, where like they thought they could keep doing this to you, and yet y'all cut them out. The 9 of Cups. The 5 of Swords. Now you're just praying to be happy, right? 5 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy is strong. Heavy-duty Taurus, Leo, Pisces, more Taurus, and Aquarius. Oh, wow, the fixed energy is strong with this reading. It's like you out-stubborn the stubborn avoidant. You know what I mean? And behind the scenes, they're taking accountability for their actions. So, this is cool. You're going to start feeling more comfortable with where you are currently in your journey this month. That leads to some good news. For some of you guys, the 5 of Pentacles is a health card, where some of you guys may be dealing with a health diagnosis or facing not feeling well, have ascension symptoms. Some of you guys might be waiting for a diagnosis or a prognosis. I do see on the 9 of Cups, it goes way better than expected. Like you go into this hoping for the best and expecting the worst, and yet it comes out where you get the best, okay? It will be okay. Meanwhile, your person didn't know any better. That's why the 5 of Swords to the 5 of Wands shows them having to learn some lessons. This represents the 5 of Wands. That talks about training, okay, in order to learning lessons to be ready for a 6 of Wands success. With the 5 of Swords, the 5 stages of the separation phase that we talk about in that short on the channel here. Some of you guys are seeing repeating 4s too. But you know what? You've learned a lot of lessons. And you guys are kind of mirroring. So you've even got some stuff that leads to some good news coming in, making you feel like happier and less jaded than you felt in 2025, where you felt like the world was all against you. That is all coming to an end. For some of you, there's a workplace restructuring that happens with this star card to the 6 of Pentacles that I see you either, there's 2 ways this could go depending on your age, Scorp, is that due to restructuring, you get left on board and they actually use that to weed out some of the riffraff. That's why they brought in like a new manager, the one that's the hatchet man or hatchet woman. But you're in the clear. Okay. And then what I'm seeing on it for others is that maybe it's a little more for my seasoned Scorpios. And maybe you're worried about making ends meet if you retire. I see some additional bonuses that'll be provided by the government of your country, along with some stuff that there's clarity. There's a little gray area where you don't know exactly how you get and make this happen. Those little pieces fall into place and the better than expected. All right. You're welcome, Miss Kiff. Spinny hugs. Thank you. Hey, Pinky. What up? What up? Now let's see what's up with them. Some of you guys could be born on the 5th or the 9th. Might be seeing some repeating 5s. The 6th, the 17th. There are a lot of 5s. So the 15th and 25th may resonate. 29th or the 19th. Possibly even the 16th. 7 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. Ooh, 2 of Swords on the 6 of Wands. Scorpio, your cutoff game is like top shelf. 6 of Wands. Look at. You're like, yes, I did it. I told you you're going to feel better. And their karma is watching you succeed. They don't have much hope or faith left in the process of what's going on in their life right now. Okay. And all you do is win. 6 of Wands. So this person is still trying. Is this person still trying to passive aggressively trigger you behind the scenes? 7 of Cups to the 9 of Swords. It's a little bit of like passive aggressive rage bait or something, because they used to do it to you before, and like they would get upset, then you would get upset. But it's almost like you chose peace and you allowed them to just process things out instead of getting like mad at them back. You let them vent to the point that with the 9 of Wands, they started crying and wanting the apology. Yeah. The Hangman, the Fool, could be Pisces, Aries, or Virgo, Cancer, 4 of Cups, and Leo. Wow, a lot of cusper energy too. See, even though they're acting like they don't need you, they're just fine. Look at the 4 of Cups. They know they messed this up, right? Because their self-esteem was in the toilet. And so as far as like the transformation you've gone through is kind of leading them in the right path, because like the passive aggressive way they're trying to trigger you behind the scenes or digitally, like on their social media, it's a result of you opening up, and a deep rejection wound inside them, was triggered because you wouldn't play their game. So in the end, which love is not a game, it's an energetical exchange. Cross watchers, getting into a relationship is like a full-time job, right? This person never prioritized, right? They were there for you, Scorpio, when you needed them. Nope, rewind. They were there for you when they needed you, but when you needed them, you were all alone. Thanks, Alyssa. Thanks for the rose. So now they're sitting with themselves and hidden behind a protective bubble because they never opened up. They were never willing to be vulnerable. You never got in and never got to see their real side. They thought they had to keep the mask on instead of just being themselves and letting you be yourself. That all caught up to them. The Fool card and the Hermit card, some of you guys, maybe they had been seeking counseling. They might have gone to some anger management or therapy to try to come to terms with some stuff from their past, okay? It's like they were it's like you could tell that they weren't over an ex, or they were still trying to keep up with an ex or keep an ex on the hook. And no wonder things never work out for this person. Hey, Crosswatcher, you got a time to talk about our Lord and Savior? I use that on solicitors that come to the door, knock on the door, and they're like, "Hi, you want a new roof?" And I'm like, "That depends. Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior?" They never leave a flyer. Anyways, they're phony. They're phony, Scorpio. And that's why you guys are still using the social media to connect to each other, right? Oh my goodness, that's right. Miss Hawaii. She getting into some social media stuff too. On you gotta check her. I know a lot of Scorpios that are just complete chunky cinnamon applesauce. Awesome. Straight up. But anyhow, the entitlement from this person was off the charts, but they've learned a lesson. Okay. It's like you both isolated a bit as a result of all this. And they're feeling rejected by you is also a previous cycle, previous relationship, a previous trauma. They can move forward with you. All right. Strong Cancer and Leo energy, but you also got Capricorn and Gemini, Virgo and Aries again. Aquarius is here, Pisces, Sagittarius, more Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, and more Leo. Strong Cancer and Leo, a lot of Capricorn and a lot of Aquarius. Also Pisces and Taurus. All right. And you could be born on the 5th, the 5th. You're repeating fives, or if you're not, you're going to. Could be born 5th, 15th, or 25th. The 7th is here, the 16th and 24th, the 14th. Repeating sevens are showing up along with the 27th, 25th, and the 29th. All right. If not, something about January 5th means something, or it's a resonating date. We'll see. January 5th, January 6th, maybe Capricorn vibes. All right. But I do hope that helps because it looks like you're at about a 96% chance of things working out this week. I dig it. Scorpio, thank you so much for letting me read for you. And until next we meet, please hype and like the reading on your way out. If you want to book a reading or check out everything else channels to offer, just check out the description, the link in the description box, pinned comment, and in my bio. All right. Love you too, Skinny Healer. Spinny hugs. Thank you much. Thanks, Blue Star. All right. Guys, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to go check Mama T, do a little quick check break. We're going to have a minute to stretch our legs, walk for a second. If you do have to go, that's cool. Intermission, and I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Okay. I'm going to just check on Mama T, make sure things are going cool, and then I'll be right back. All right. So, to quote that scene in Spaceballs, smoke them if you got them. Poor Rick Moranis. That's good vibes. Okay. I'll be right back. I promise. There we go. Break time. Dooby-dooby-doo. Verb. Sorry about the delay. Mama T's doing good. Everybody's happy. So we got good Cancer, good Pisces, good Scorpio vibes here. Libra's killing it down in Tennessee. We own this. All right. You guys better be subscribed and following Sunshine too. Tarot. Melissa knows what she's doing. She knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Hold on. I got to close my window because it's cold. It's like, well, how much? It's 31 degrees in Michigan. What's the weather like where you guys are? Because it's 31 degrees in Michigan. It feels like it's 1 degree. There we go. Okay. Burr. Oh, Bernadette. That's right. You're a Saggy Mars. That's awesome. I love that placement. All right. Hey, Olga. Definitely, Donna. You hang, but trust the Lord. Power prayer is good. Prayer and believing in the Lord has kept Mama T alive and just so much goodness. Hi, what's up, Coffee Mom? What's up, Laura? Saggy Venus. Oh, that's a fun-loving sign. Whoa, that's a good placement. Hold on. This is interesting. The mic cord is stuck to my shoe. I fixed it. All right. It's 50 in Texas. Oh, that sounds... he's from Texas, I can tell. Just when I thought I got to fall in love with Tennessee. Hey, we got have you guys met Ted? Ted's our new Epiphone here. He's cool. And so now we have Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I love it. All right, let's dig back in. Onward and forward, shall we? 8 down, 4 signs to go. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. On Sagittarius. I missed you, Sag. What you up to? Hi. All right, let's go for it. Hi, Desert Rose. Teresa for sharing the live. You're awesome. Coffee Mom. Victoria's here too. Hi, Victoria. It's so you were my favorite Spice Girl. Posh Spice was my total favorite. We've had Ariana Grande and Victoria Beckham show up. Curse you, David Beckham. Posh Spice was supposed to be mine. No. She was so posh. All right. Hi, Gigi. What up, Buggy Land? Pinky in the house. Oh, you awesome. I love you guys. All right. Let's do Sagittarius. I touched the biblical tarot first, Sag. So let's go biblical. All right. Genesis. Aha, see what I did there? Somebody here is definitely a musician. All right, Sagittarius, you are going to be at 2:30:10. So what's up, Sag? How you doing? I love reading for you because I'm Archer. I've been affectionately called the Sag Whisperer, and I am totally proud of that. Oh, thanks, Polly. I'm rubber, you're glue. That means you're awesome, too. You're awesome, too, Sagittarius. All right? So think about your person, and God, tap me in, tune me into Sagittarius energy. Let everybody else think what they want about you. We don't need them anyway. Right? Oh, yes, Crosswatcher, you're right. Sagittarius. All right, so I love reading for you, Sag. Let's go. All right, God, tune me into Sagittarius's energy. Will you please and thank you? Give me everything you got for Sagittarius. Let's do this. Perfect. The Tower card. This is the focus of this. That Tower card moment had to happen for a reason, but it's still very heavy on both of your guys' minds with the 6 of Cups. See how you're both reflecting back about it? It weighs heavy in the mind here, but you guys are working through this, okay? Ooh, I just got chills. My crown chakra just energized. Some of you guys may be noticing like head tingles or your hair tingling. It's the connection's energizing, okay? So let's do this. We're tuned in. Let's go. All right, God, give me everything you got. Give me 2 shuffles for Sagittarius. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love. Whoa, that's a sloppy shuffle. Nice one, Archer. This deck for the super successful and still downright sassy Sagittarius, the only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Here we go. Nice. Your person done growed up. The overall energy is the King of Pentacles, Virgo energy. This talks about emotional maturity. It's not always about the money, all right? Some of you guys might be noticing some of the tingly hairs, feeling like you're being touched on your arms. Your guardian angels are reaching out to let you know you're protected. They're around you, and they're helping guide you on your path, okay? The Hierophant, wow, this is all about this person growing up. Somebody decided to start acting their age, not their IQ. I just heard one Sag go, no, Archer, shoe size. I'm like, whoa. Star card, they're healing now. Somebody here's got like a shoe collection, or maybe just a Sag that's into fashion, or maybe some of you guys are actually online. But let's see where it goes. You got your guardian angels in your corner, so you're on the winning team. All right. Let the haters hate. It's like, I love reading for you, Sag. It's like, if y'all know that scene in the movie Private Parts with Howard Stern, the Howard Stern movie, right? There's a scene in it where Pig Vomit is talking to the network executive, right? Three of Swords, Justice on the Nine of Wands. They know they owe you an apology. And he's asking them, why do people listen to Howard Stern? What do the Howard Stern lovers say? Well, 1.2 people, they listen for an hour. It's like, ugh, what about the people that hate him? And they're like, oh yeah, those people, they listen for 2.5 hours. And he's like, what? And they're like, most common answer, I want to see what he'll say next. It's not about the people you know watching you, Sagittarius. It's about the people you don't know watching you. Like your person with the Hermit card. Somebody else could be dealing with a Virgo. But you're focusing on some self-care this month while your love life is getting ready to take back off. Three of Swords on the Justice card, which talks about Libra energy and an emotional balance coming in, where you're getting more of a perspective from both your left brain and your right brain, your emotions and your logic, your masculine and your feminine energies, because we all have masculine and feminine in our charts. But it's bringing your entire birth chart into a place of alignment going forward. It brings in some of the rewards for what you went through in 2025, including an apology. Some of you guys went through so much that you maybe you become a little bit of a habitual apologizer, in that you've been through so much rejection and so many letdowns, just dragged through the mud, that it almost gets you to a point that you're just in a point of focusing on you. But you are coming to the end of a separation phase here, which that's often like it gets the most at first as the lesson begins, but then the tests come in to see if you both changed. And 2025 was your guys' white rabbit moment. So it's getting ready to come back in. It's almost like you feel the energy of a text or an apology coming your way. Okay. Like, you know, your guardian angels have things in order and perspective, and you're trusting in the process. And your major arcana is a bit of definition of alchemy. And so many people, they bring up the energies of not having balance, moderation, right? And the patience becomes a lot. With all the tarot readers that are always sitting there saying, hold on, wait, temperance, patience. Temperance is alchemy and manifesting, all right? The Hanged Man is the true card of patience. Two of Cups and Nine of Pentacles shows you waited a long time for them to get this together. And the thing on it is, though, is they're carrying a lot of guilt. So they're getting close to being ready to pass their test too. There's a few serendipitous moments that are being lined up for you guys, so that, oh, so God has your guardian angels checking in with you to let you know it's getting close. That's why you're feeling the touches or the tingles. It's your guardian angels around you. Because as difficult as patience is, you've waited a very long time for them to get together. Maybe some of you guys have been in or seen a counselor or a psychiatrist from what this was, but you're doing some self-work. Some of you guys might even be into like ASMR, binaural beats, okay? Even something as simple as sleeping with a fan on, because when the brain falls to sleep, it thinks it's alone. And so having a TV on, having a fan on, gives that noise. It gives the brain the perception that there's people around. In your case, there's people around, but they're just the ghosts. Some of you guys maybe have been experiencing nightmares or seeing shadow people. And because of the wonderful internet and fear mongering, it's one of the reasons we don't do clickbait titles here, because we don't do that, right? You can take a nice human residence where it's a nice big white out, a nice big white light, and people will fear monger it, be like, oh my God, white light, the world is ending right now. And it's good. It's white light. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing on this, is they couldn't keep trying to make mountains into a molehill, because it resulted in a lot of lies and stuff like that. All right. A Five of Wands. Ooh, you see, told you, you've learned your lessons. Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys maybe even chose to stay single or stay celibate, or just be a part of the 80% of the world that's like, love doesn't work, right? But we've come out of that old energy. Remember, energetically, we're still in the year of the snake. Just because the Gregorian calendar says it's January, energetically, the biggest changes happen in February, and the Zodiac New Year on April 1st, okay? But we don't enter into the year of the fire horse for about another week. However, your person's going to show up ahead of time. King of Wands to the Ten of Cups. Some of you guys might actually identify as that you were a runner once upon a time before your awakening. You might be like, yeah, I remember. I used to be a runner. But you've gone through the work and been tested. You're ready for a new beginning. It's not that you've turned into a chaser. It's that you've turned into the rock, the lighthouse, the stable point, right? Letting go and letting God is actually producing some of the greatest rewards for you. Like, for those of you looking for work, I even see you finding a job before the end of the month. there's a job posting that recently that you've applied for, like in the past 3 or 5 days from the time of finding this reading, for those of you this part resonates, and you got it. You're going to get this one. Like, they're already internally doing reviews on this one. Some of you guys might even be switching, going digital, going online, experiencing internet issues and things like that. The direction that it goes into, though, it's a part of an energetical reset or a reboot. It's like when you've got no cell phone service, and so you've got to take your phone and put it into airplane mode so that it disconnects from the further away, distant, weaker tower, then take it back out of airplane mode so it connects to a nearer, stronger tower to strengthen the signal. Some of you guys maybe even had to relocate as a result of this, or like completely change up your life. Some of you guys were thrown out, or their temper became a lot to deal with. And that's what the 10 of Cups shows, that you know what you want for the future, for you, right? It said that nobody, like, they never even cared, right? It was always about their 10 of Cups, their ideas. They never even listened to you, right? Maybe you didn't like the same things they did. And they're like, no, Sagittarius, it's fine. It could be as simple as, like, they always get you tomatoes on your stuff. And you're like, I don't like tomatoes. And they're like, oh, sorry. Well, you'll like it. You'll get used to it. You're like, no, I don't like it. I don't want it. Right? They never listened to what you wanted for your future. It was all about their future. And then trying to mold and change you into that instead of just letting you be yourself. You know? Pisces, Aries energy is here. Gemini, Libra. A lot of Libra vibes. Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, and Cancer, okay? See, this person's done a complete flip in their mindset, because the Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, the Two of Cups is Cancer, and Cancer and Capricorn are opposing signs, sister signs, the mother and the father of Zodiac. So let's say, for example, you were dealing with somebody that would be your stereotypical Cancer energy that now is the complete opposite of what they were before, and they're in like a Capricorn energy. Some of you guys might even work together, okay? But they couldn't keep making you out to be the scapegoat and turning you into the villain every time they didn't get their way. That Knight of Pentacles, they were very slow. Like, they fought the system. They were slow to grow up, right? But losing you actually mindset, all right? Leo energy is here. So is Aries. So you got a lot of fire sign vibes. Some of you guys even could be another Sagittarius. Some of y'all could be born on the 4th. You or them. 14th, the 5th, the 15th, and 25th. Oh, there's repeating nines. Some of you guys could be born on the 9th, the 19th, or 29th, or you're seeing a lot of repeating nines, but it looks like the repeating fives are getting ready to start. Oh, okay. Look at this. They're overcoming the stubbornness, right? They were so avoidant. Like Daniel in Lion's Den. Such a dismissive, avoidant vibe that comes off of it. But the King of Cups is cool to see, because the King of Cups, that's the king that turns the cup of love inward on themselves. This person has realized they needed to do some work, right? They couldn't keep looking at you and everybody around them and blaming everybody else. They had to level up. And the time apart is given that time, because, like, a lot of people have left them now because they didn't have you left in their lives to bully and kick around. So then they started taking it out on other people. Everybody else left with themselves. 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords, to realize they were the problem. And when they got to that point, they attempted to resist it, right? They came up against the brick wall, but they weren't ready to move, right? And they finally got to a point where they were like a Sims character running into the wall, right? It's like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing Robert from, no, that's not Robert, that's Marcus from TikTok. Like, Robert, I don't like this rock. They were like Eeyore, right? And you would try to cheer them up, perk them up, trying to seem to see a more optimistic side of things. And they would just be like, thanks for noticing me. And you like the excitement, the happiness, and things like that. You don't need somebody that's like an anchor dragging you down in the water, right? You guys tried to help them as much as possible, and yet they thought they could do no wrong, right? That 5 of Swords, though, that represents the 5 stages of a separation phase. As you start seeing more repeating fives, that's letting me know that you're getting to that point, that short that I made, that you guys have come together at least once to try to remedy this, but it didn't work because one of you guys weren't ready. So the lesson repeats. It's getting ready to happen again, Sag. Your intuition is right. Your feeling what's getting ready to happen. Like, some of you guys have noticed you've been unblocked. Or for some of you, they've already actually tapped and hyped and liked a reading or a picture or a post There's something that you know, all right? For some of you guys, about 2 to 4% of you guys, you already got the message and you're like, I don't know how to proceed, right? The Nine of Swords, the silence is getting ready to end. It's already at a point with the Eight of Swords that they're in their own state of analysis paralysis. And the Seven of Pentacles shows the parable of the sower. They're starting to plant little digital seeds, right? Some of you guys, this could be a digital or a long distance connection, but serendipity is going to jump in with those guardian angels to put things on the right course. Okay. See, world card. This shows the end of a cycle. They have had a change of a mindset where they're willing to come and correct and reciprocate. It is that close. This silence is getting ready to be broken. If Sag, if you've already had the silence broken, you can trust it. I'll give you vibes on that. Let me know in the comments, because Sag, you guys are dominoes. The first few of you guys that have already had communications and reaching out and messages, it's just a domino before the rest of you guys get it too. Okay. So your intuition is bang on point with this one. You're actually manifesting it in. Some of you guys did the prayer where you're like, God, if this person's not meant to be in my life, take them out. Don't want them, right? And not mafia style, take them out, just energetically. We don't do that stuff. That's bad. But it's, and then they're still around, right? Literally, some of you guys just did this prayer and then got a message or got a like on a post. And you're like, right? And if that hasn't happened yet, it's getting ready to. Okay. Hey, Allie. Six of Pentacles. This is that reciprocation where instead of them taking, never giving, you guys both contribute to this. They had to grow up. So it's like you're leaving the door open for them, but they never fully show up. And like at this, you got to the point where you couldn't care less if they did, even if they paid you to, right? And yet it's that moment that you fully disconnect, you fully walk away from it. And with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords, my hey text meets my unconditional love and forgiveness card, Cancer and Libra energy. This is the I'm sorry text, the reaching out. So I'm going to actually go a little further. This is almost like in that, because some of you guys have already gotten the communication. The rest of you are getting ready for it. So give me some vibes on those who've already gotten the text that might be nervous. Like, can I trust this? Is the cycle going to happen again? Or have they really learned the lesson and you're not sure of how to proceed, right? The Devil, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. That's why your guardian angels are around you. The touchies on the arms and the tinglies in the hair, okay? Some of y'all, they just really love your hair. Even my male Saggies, okay? You just look in GQ in their eyes. It's cool. Three of Wands. This is where they know the devil is building that doubt, and the guardian angels with the Three of Pentacles show up to try to block the doubt, okay? So basically your guardian angels and their guardian angels are rooster blocking Toby so the devil doesn't get in. And that's what the Three of Wands, what's leading them to come your way. Serendipitously, if you guys live at a distance, somebody moves or changes for work, somebody moves back home and you guys bump into each other in the Target parking lot. All right. For those of you that got in the text, though, it's the fact that they've beaten the devil on their shoulder. The devil on your shoulder is the one that's making you be like, oh God, it's going to happen again. Oh God, here we go. Understandable. You totally have a right not to trust them. But it's the card of baby steps. Okay. It's the energy of when you don't know which way you're going in that gray area between point A and point B. Any road will take you there. And going with the energetical flow and beginning again. Like think back to when you guys first met, because they've done it. They've scrolled back through their phone's text messages and they're trying to restart it like it was in the very beginning, where it was fun and lovey and they sent you lovey pictures and text messages and you guys were goobers. Okay. You can trust it. Three of Wands is a yes card, and the Three of Pentacles, the guardian angels, are blocking the devil energy in 2026 for you. Okay. So those of you that accept their apology, who have said never again, this at least gives you the closure you've seeked that ushers in the new person you've been wanting to talk and start opening up to more. And then they open up like Rip Van Winkle. Okay. Strong cardinal energy on this. Virgo's here. Sagittarius, could be another Sagittarius. Leo's pretty strong, probably because Cancer's here. We don't know why it's a thing. Taurus is here. Aries. Wow, there's a lot of cusper energy. There's a lot of cusper energy all day too. This is cool. Strong Capricorn. Some of you guys could even be Cappy Cuspers or Scorps. Page of Swords, Six of Swords. See, you guys are digitally stalking each other. But after this pause, we achieve full Virgo energy with that full return. It's emotional maturity. The avoidant is no longer avoidant. They grew up. I love this for you. Sagittarius, I do hope this helps. Keep us posted in the comments which one of you have gotten messages, which one hasn't. And please hype in like the reading. If you want to book a personal with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, it's pinned in my bio on TikTok. And you can find the link in the description box and comment down below. Otherwise, till next time, I love you and I will see you then. All right. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you, Sag. Bye. All right. Doobie doobie doo. Oh, hi, Casey. Oh my gosh, we have all the rock stars showing up. Casey Moscow Musgraves is here. Hold on. You know what, y'all? Give me 30 seconds. I actually want to pronounce your name right. Moscoso. Casey Moscoso. Sorry. There we go. I don't have my glasses on. You're still Casey Musgraves. I have blown all 3 covers today. We got Casey Musgraves here. Victoria Beckham showed up. And then we even had Ariana Grande. Hi, Casey. What up? I've been jamming Deeper Well, Butterflies, and lately I'm currently totally hooked on Neon Moon still. So hi. Ella Langley too. I'm hooked. I'm an Ella fella. I'll disclose it. I'm an Ella fella, but it's cool vibes. So how you doing? Melissa Justice, what up? Sunshine Melissa, what up? Cappy Goat, happy belated birthday, Cappy Goat. Blue Stars in there. Connie, hello. Wait, is it belated? What day is it? I don't remember. Anyways, Capricorn, here we go. Y'all, I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I think it was Frosted Flakes. Hi, Allie. Okay, Sagittarius is good. Capricorn's next. Let's put Capricorn at 249.14. What up, Capricorn? Happy birthday. How you doing? What's up? If you've already had your birthday, I hope it was awesome. If it's today, thanks for hanging out. And if it's still to come, happy early birthday. All right. That's what you are. That's why you're the cardinal earth sign. You're the most awesome sign. You know why? Because you start and end every single year. So let's go. All right. Oh, thank you, Bray the Light. You are the light. Oh, rubber your glue. That means you're awesome sauce. Straight up chunky. All right. You're welcome. Happy birthday, Divine Chaos. Cindy, thank you for the FYP. Your awesomeness. Hey, Julie. It's almost time for Pisces. All right, God. Give me everything you got for Capricorn. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, everything. All right. Capricorn. What do we got for the GOAT? Yeah, we're gonna duck witches, get money. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Leo's good to go. It is. You can find it on YouTube right now. You can come over to YouTube and scroll over. We're live right there. But yeah, we're Aries to Capricorn is good. What's left is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Thanks for being here too, though. Hi. Yep. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the greatest of all time, the GOAT Capricorns. Here we go. Get that bag, Cappy. Nice. The overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Free will. Believe it or not, I'm being told on either side of the fence, the energies are coming in for you guys to open up. Maybe the Sagittarius reading is part 1 and you're part 2, because I still feel the vibes that some of y'all, you've either already unblocked them or they've already unblocked you. All right. But we'll see where it goes. The High Priestess. Oh my gosh. The Star card, the 3 of Swords. You have a lot of major arcana. It's like you're exercising your free will behind the scenes. You just quietly ghosted. You're just like, I'm just done. Like a 0 tolerance thing. Like you gave them a lot of warnings and you just decided to do you. Focus on your healing and get yourself together. So the boundaries that you've been setting are finally starting to take hold, which is actually going to start giving you more time for yourself. Some of you guys might be an early riser, or you're having issues like where you can't sleep past 3 a.m. You wake up at 3 every day, which that actually is the prayer hour. That's when Jesus got up. So you might be actually a rather gifted individual, and like you're not just watching tarot, but you've got some gifts where you could do tarot. Okay. Some of you guys even had like an Ouija board as a kid, or little things, right? Maybe they freaked you out when you were younger, but like you might be starting to open up to them. And this person is freaking out because you ghosted. And they're like 5 of Swords on the 4 of Swords. Where's Capricorn? Where'd Cappy go? I tried texting, didn't hear anything. And like, because you hit that point, like the long distance became a lot to deal with. The King of Swords on the 5 of Wands. You found something out that frustrated you. The vibes that I pull off of this would be the vibes of somebody trying to connect with you, and get something off the ground. And then they got what they wanted, and then they ghosted. Some of you guys in the 3 of Swords, they wound up like going back to a spouse or hadn't gotten done with a spouse, or just straight up, you found like oh dear, they left their phone face up without locking the screen. You should never have to lock the screen, right? Some of y'all, you'll find out that they've like either they got your picture as their screen name, or they're like, for some of y'all, they've actually changed their phone's lock screen to your birth date. Okay. Five of Swords on the Four of Swords, Libra and Aquarius energy. Oh, some of you guys are actually getting a new job this month. I don't know how this came out to it. Maybe you guys are worried about money or finances or bills. You got either at least a job offer or a promotion, maybe even a transfer where you go at a distance. Because, something is going to start bringing you guys closer together that's the results of like a promotion or something. Maybe some of you guys work remote or you're getting ready to. But this person learned this. They learned wow. This person couldn't. Man, I wish I had a really neat way to explain this. They're a player. It's almost like the stuff that they were doing was like giving off red flags right out of the gate. And they thought they were doing well, right? Some of you guys have been seeing like no caller ID calls, things like that, okay? Some of you guys have either already got the promotion or you're going to get one, okay? Maybe you're already into the onboarding stages, or you're nervous about trying to adjust to new policies, learning how new stuff works. And some of you guys, like your trainers, bosses never trained you on nothing. You're like, how am I just supposed to know this? There's an adjustment period that you'll make it through, okay? I do see it becoming a form of muscle memory that within 5 weeks from now, you'll have the new job down pat, just like the old one. It'll become muscle memory, okay? Now, the thing on this is that they couldn't keep doing this to you. Somebody here teaches dance, teacher in the education or something. The Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. They're kind of taking over your reading, Cappy. Because look at this, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. They've been reflecting back right now because they can't get into an energy that they can't get you out of their mind. For those of you that I'm seeing somebody that's like something involved, this has already happened. I'm not predicting. I'm not manifesting. I do not manifest. We do not manifest evil. No bad vibes. I'm just reporting on it. Maybe somebody here, it's like somebody being involved in a car accident. Okay, already happened, but is also worried about like your health or the outcome, whoever this is involved in it. I'm being told to tell those who this resonates that they come through it and heal up better. Okay, so whatever it is that's got you at a fear of something not working out medically or something, it does. It goes in the right, proper direction. Two of Cups. The right people, places are placed in this person's path to beat them out. All right. With the Chariot, that's what the Emperor drives into a great battle that they return victorious from. Okay. And I do have the Devil here. Some of you guys were dealing with somebody that was battling an addiction or a substance disorder, maybe an addiction to being a player. Like they were so used to doing their stuff that even though they had you, they thought they could still keep going. It's like somebody that has a work wife or a work husband, but it's like, no, that vibe's not kind of right because you got a real spouse at home or a partner, and the devil got in the way. Because remember, those battling an addiction, it's not their fault, right? It's like telling somebody to just get over it, stop drinking, stop smoking. That's like telling somebody with cancer to just stop having cancer, right? This person's actually battling these demons, and they're going to beat the Toby, right? And no offense to anybody named Toby. Name Toby might resonate with you. It's literally a Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson skit that I admire, and that's why Toby, right? Anyhow, so we could call this guy, see, I could actually call the devil the Fonzie, and everybody like, whoa, what do you got against Henry Winkler? It's just a reference. Apparently, I like Happy Days, so it's cool. Judgment card on the Chariot says this person is going through a crash course right now where they're facing a gauntlet of test after test after test. Oh, thank you, Shadaya. Thank you, Shida. So that Judgment card, that's when they took the time to turn the finger inward. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and look at themselves. Some of you guys might be in a pending divorce from this person even. Somebody here's got a tattoo of like a bird or a military style tattoo. Because I keep hearing in my left ear, oh gosh. No disrespect to anybody that served. Thank you for your service. But Semper Fi? I wasn't in the I love Army and military and war documentaries. I give you guys credit because the reason I never joined the Army is I don't believe in guns. I can't do it. Mad props to you guys. You guys are the strong front line. All right. Is it Semplify? I don't know how to say it right. I'm sorry. But I mean respect with it. Thank you for your service that it resonates. Okay. Some of you guys might like a crow tattoo or an eagle, maybe even an owl. I don't know. Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles. This person actually, they've closed the door on the industry. Oh my goodness, thank you. And one of Frankie, oh my God, I'm sorry, Frankie. No disrespect. I don't English well. I'm fluent in tarot. I was a math major. I suck at the English. I can't do it. But oh, thank you, Butterfly. Oh, you give me butterflies, Casey Musgrove style. Thank you. Because I'm disconnected from the energies in this. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm connecting. I hope thank you. Any tarot reader that doesn't say that, we all need that validation. Okay, so here's the thing. Some of you guys, is this like online trying to figure out a way to approach you, right? They're kind of digitally sussing you out. But then on this Two of Pentacles, it's like, well, one person's not taking the reading, and like maybe some of you guys have had like a soulmate drawing done, or you will, or it's calling someone in because you got somebody that's kind of fire, that people chasing you. You got one you really don't care about chasing you, right? And then you got one that you kind of really want to chase you. I see somebody changing locks on a house, or maybe somebody's in real estate or property management. Gemini, Capricorn energy. Some of you guys could be, you were then born on the 2nd, the 6th, the 8th, the 28th, the 24th, maybe the 9th, the 12th, the 5th, and the 25th, the 7th, the 17th, or 27th. Some of you guys keep seeing personalized license plates that you guys have been getting the ringing in your ear, the spiritual ringing. All right. For those of you that resonates and you're not sure what to do with it, right? Because it never goes away. Oh, hold on. I got the puzzle piece. Your person's finding the missing puzzle piece. But for those of you that you got that tone and like you don't know why it keeps happening, why it won't go away, when the tone comes in, start reciting names like your person, that friend that doesn't like you, that person that screwed you over. You'll find out who's throwing the bad energy, casting some bad juju your way. You've got some jealous people that don't want to see you succeed, Capricorn. So I could explain about black magic and all that stuff, but there's plenty of other channels to do that. We're going to go right to the boss. It's why God's my boss. He's a cool boss to work for. So those of you that this resonates, we're just going to handle this right now with a prayer. All right. Power of prayer is what brought mom back to life when she was on life support. Spiritual energy. Okay. This is quantum energies. Okay. So God, we ask that you protect and bless Capricorn, and that any negative energy, spell work that is being cast upon Capricorn be cast into the ethers. We do not return to sender here. We do not win. Two wrongs don't make a right. Karma always comes in. We simply ask that, and in return, Capricorn receives the complete opposite sevenfold. We ask this with peace and price, and thank you. Amen. Okay. Give me an outcome. Give me a yes or no on the prayer energy. Thank you. The 9 of Cups. Buddy. Pisces energy. That's a big yes card. Your prayers have been answered. That is literally the definition of this card. Literally. All right. Why am I seeing Rob Lowe in Parks and Rec? How he used to say literally. How many lows could a Rob Lowe rob if a Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? All right. Final. Give me the outcome. The Wheel of Fortune. We've come full circle with the Empress, expecting a message and an apology that's in a mature place that they don't feel forced to do, but one that they do on their own. They free will with the Wheel of Fortune choose you. They see you as a divine counter. I love that for you. You're at about like a 97, 98% chance of this, okay? So the reason this lesson keeps on repeating is because someone here didn't choose peace, okay? So whichever one of that applies to, whichever one of y'all, okay, judgment-free zone, but whichever one of y'all is looking and being like, let them reach out, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. That's why God won't let it happen. God's like, somebody's not choosing peace yet, all right? I hope it helps. All right, Capricorn, Have a best birthday. Have the most awesome solar return yet. You above all else deserve it. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. And if you'd like to book a personal with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, there's a link in the description box, pinned comment, and pinned in the bio on TikTok. All right. Otherwise, until next time, peace, love, and spinny hugs. All righty. In weird Metro Detroit news, y'all hockey fans, you know they're retiring Fedorov's number tonight? His number 91. It's getting retired tonight. I was a huge Wings fan, and I was in high school when that car accident happened. It was something. All right, let's see here. I used to work at a community too. Wasn't it the one where Federal was at when I was in property management? I don't remember. But yeah, I had a Red Wing at the community I was worked at. Anyways, that's a totally irrelevant Archer fact nobody cares about, and it's also from many, many moons ago. All right, let's just read for Aquarius. What up, Aqua? What's up, my Aqua babies? Okay, dude, I love Aquarius. I would hang out with an Aquarius anytime. Could stay on the roof, have a Heineken, look at the stars. It'd be fun times. I don't drink though, so I'm from Michigan. I'll have a pop. You got a Fago? 49 other states, the rest of the world's like, what's a Fago? Don't worry, it's not worth it. No, it's actually rock and rye, man. Who likes the rock and rye? Okay, anyways, Aquarius. Okay, apparently we're using the Light Seers deck. I was looking in a whole nother direction. Oh my God. Okay, it's cool. Aquarius, you're going to be at 30414. So let's go for it. Here you go. All right. If you're from Michigan or Canada, you know that Verner's ginger ale literally cures everything. All right, Aquarius. What you up to? Aquarius, if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, the link is in the description box down below. Also the pinned comment and pinned in my bio on TikTok. All right. So think about your person and God, tune me into the awesome Aquarius energy, because I love reading for you, Aquarius. Not only are you an air sign, but you're also like the most awesomest alien hybrid in the Zodiac. You're an air sign who's also the water bearer. I love it. All right. What do we got going down for Aquarius? Everything for Aquarius. 2 shuffles. Ready? 1 and 2. Oh, that's awesome, Julie. Yeah, they're retiring his jersey. Okay, or his number. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome, auspicious Aquarians. Actually, with me talking about that, either you or your person, some of you guys here, maybe somebody actually is a professional athlete. We'll find out. This came out for another sign, and I don't remember what it was. Maybe somebody in the chat will, and then I'll let you know. But look what I got on this one. Ace of Wands. Hold on. And the World card. Oh my gosh, this person has reached a new level of confidence, because the Ace of Wands, Aquarius, they totally want to. They want you to beam them up on your spaceship. Beam me up, Scotty. Whoa, they like you. Aquarius with the 8 of Cups. Oh my gosh. The Magician to the High Priestess and the 4 of Wands. They're hiding the fact that they're in love with you. For some of you guys, it's the twin flame that had one of those moments where a bare wire touched some bare metal up here, and all of a sudden they realize they're in love with you. Some of you guys, you have somebody in your friend zone or your work zone that's hiding the fact that they totally want to beam you up on their spaceship. We all know what happens when the aliens beam you up. Wait, no. Anyways, the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Cups. Okay, Page of Swords. 5. Wow, some of you guys could be seeing repeating 5s or 8s and repeating 1s or 10-10. But then we go 5 Pentacles, 7 of Swords, Ace of Cups. I think I'm reading for 2 groups of Aquariuses, because there are some of you that are looking for something new that's like never again on the past, that you've already closed them out. Maybe some of you guys have walked away from the twin flame journey and you're wishing for your soulmate to come in. But there are some of you returning. They're trying to crank the door back open. It's like either somebody changed a phone number, somebody's got somebody unblocked, and like they can't reach out. Some of you guys, it maybe even affected the health, or maybe either some of you guys might have gone to see a therapist as a result of this, or you come to find out they've actually started seeing it. Maybe some of you guys, they had a health condition like bipolar, depression, something like that. Those are health issues. They're legitimate. You can't just tell somebody, why are you so happy or why are you so sad? Just walk it off, right? Some of you guys have been experiencing it too, because you're in the 5 of Cups. You've been depressed lately. Either feeling a bit of emotional depression, seasonal depression, or just a lot of overwhelmingness in the 8 of Swords to the 7 of Cups, and the fact that this is not how your life was supposed to have turned out, right? And you're like, why does God hate me on this? So you're already at a point where like you were close to this person at one time until they made you feel like that option and the white rabbit showed up, because there's an uncertainty of how to proceed here with the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, right? It's like with how they hurt you, how can you trust them? Some of you guys are looking in another direction because that's the point where the door closes with the Five of Pentacles that leads to the Seven of Swords, that you're making it through the 5 stages of grief that you went through on this and the 5 stages of the separation phase. Either way, it leads you to the Ace of Cups, where we've either got a past person that returns in a new mindset, or those of you that have chose to go the other way, it works out. Gemini and Cancer energy is pretty strong. But we do got the Freddie Prinze Jr. card showed up with a love offer, because that's what I'm thinking. Look, you got this slow walker that keeps showing up every so often, like, hey, Aquarius, sorry again, you want to get, I got time to get back together, you know, and then it's like hot and cold, in and out, right? Break up makeup. And then you got this other dude here, or girl, no gender in tarot. I'm reading for male Aquariuses too. All right, some of you guys, maybe it's the same sex relationship, but in the Knight of Cups, then you got this other one here showing up like Freddie Prinze Jr. wanting to make you an offer, buy you some flowers. And you've been sitting here playing Miley Cyrus on repeat thinking you got to buy yourself your own flowers. Not you can, but in this way you got to. And yet with the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands, you still have forward movement as a result of what you went through. So it's kind of like that, because neither of you are sure about how to proceed on this. You're both kind of just burying yourselves into your work and your lives in order to try and like maybe forget each other. And yet you can't, you know what I mean? And so it gets into an energy of like, and it's like, you know, they have your phone number. They can reach out and contact you, but this person's kind of nuts on the block job, right? Eight of Swords. Once they get found out in their lies, right? And then they get cut out. But they got a way, like, they got a way of blocking you. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a long distance relationship where they're like, well, I can do anything I want digitally because like, Aquarius will never find me. Or they thought that because like they had somebody on where they lived, and then they had you digitally and they're trying to swap or something like that. Let me get cards, because the Knight of Pentacles, you wait a long time for this, okay? Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups. Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, that Ace of Wands. So yeah, at some point it was like just being stuck in a friend zone or a situationship type of a thing. But you wanted more. You want somebody that thinks with the other chakra, right? For some of you guys, it could have been an addiction to the Ace of Wands, a little bit of a hypersexualized content, right? But with the Moon card and the Hermit card, they've blocked out these vibes. Three of Cups. Like for some of you guys, you found out they were married and entertaining multiple options. And it's like, whoa, you lied to me. You told me that you were single, you know? They kept only showing up when they wanted to. It was like you were like temporary when it was good for them. You know what I mean? Page of Wands, Strength card. Some of you guys were dealing with a Leo. Eight of Wands, Aries is here, plus Sagittarius. It's all the fire sign vibes. All right. Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, and Aries again. Strong Aries. Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, and Libra so far. Okay. Pretty strong mutable energy too. Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. All right. But this was a real eye-opener for both of you guys, because they couldn't buy your love. They thought it'd be okay if like, well, it's no problem if I don't make time for Aquarius, or I stay at work late. I keep my phone near me. They never made time for you. You know, Leo energy is strong on this one. And then you found out the truth. That's why there's some rewards coming your way, because everything got out of hand too fast that day. They couldn't keep manipulating you. The way they would use their words to try and get to you, that was a lot. Constantly belittling you, belittling your work choices, your family, and everything, leading you to the point of just feeling like you were in a stuck position, right? Eight of Swords on the Queen of Swords, where it just got to the point where you just want peace. And their stubbornness, the fact that they wouldn't change, wouldn't mold, instead of changing or doing the work, they lied about it in order to keep doing what they wanted to do. And you just wanted somebody that just understood you for you. Not somebody that sat there and tried to change you. And that's why the Tower card came in overall. Okay? It's like the truth will set them free. It's like they're still trying to live this lie of like, oh, I didn't do it. It was all Aquarius. See? Star card, Six of Cups in the Tower, reversed. It wasn't your fault, Aquarius. It wasn't your fault. You chose peace and you didn't let him see you go home and cry. You're like, I'm Aquarius. I have to keep up a brave face on this one, right? And you kept it to yourself. And you're like, I can't do this anymore. Some of you guys may have an ESA pet or an animal, you or them, dog or a cat possibly. But it's that vibes of like, as you're going through these tower moments, you don't feel like anybody's there for you and you wind up on your own, bottling it up until you have that moment that you try to quiet as quietly as possible. And it became a lot. I see you building over this from the tower, okay? I mean, that squirrel is spooked. Look, Buddha squirrel, it's your cousin. Look. Some of you guys might be noticing a lot of squirrels acting a little nutty, right? Like maybe gathering for a storm. Maybe there's an incoming like snowstorm, thunderstorm, something where you are. Because I keep seeing images of Noah with the ark, right? Like when God came down to Noah and was like, hey, you got to build an ark. He's like, right. Every animal, 2 of them, right? And God's like, how long can you tread water now? Yeah, right? This person, they can't keep doubting things because that's creating a bit of a doubting Thomas vibe that they needed to transform and lose that, right? Some of you guys still have a necklace or a bracelet from them. Or my male Aquariuses, they still have the one you got them. I don't know why that necklace resonates, but it does. And you both isolated the result of both of you guys because it affected your relationship status, your personal lives. And that gave them time to sit with their own karma because their entitlement was off the charts. The Emperor card, the Hermit card, the Sun. I don't know why. This is a different sign, but I'm seeing somebody that has like a beard. I don't know why the beard is important or resonates. You know, I mean, I already pretty much got a 5 o'clock shadow and I just shaved a few hours ago. But behind the scenes, they're coming your way because you represent the light. There's an optimistic direction on this one. So with the way their entitlement was off the charts, that's what turned them into such a stubborn, dismissive, avoidant. Leo energy is strong with this. Could even be a Leo, Virgo, cusper. And yet they still think they're constantly right? And it's like they have no ability to see your way. And that's what got them to a point that brick wall. They're realizing they know what they have to do, but it's one of those, the toughest decisions when they reach that stuck point where they're like, I know this is what I have to do and I don't want to do it. It's going to suck. This is awful, but they realize it. And that's their tower moment. They will make it through it though, okay? The Wheel of Fortune comes in on the 6 of Wands that they free will choose to reach out to you. The Wheel of Fortune represents that free will, and the 6 of Wands is success. So the thing on this one is they've been humbled. The karma they got is almost like a bit of a destiny swap in the fact that like now their life sucks as much as yours did when you 2 met. So they're experiencing your life in order to like truly understand you and what they did to you so that they respect your heart. Because you're both wanting to talk. The challenge here is that they think you hate them, so they're not wanting to reach out because they believe that's what you want. Okay? You guys are both in some uncharted territory of like maybe because of something that you guys had went through that you're unsure if each other want to talk. And yet you're both kind of in an energy that whichever one you press send, it would go forward. So the free will choice can be yours. All right? And if not, if you wait from whenever you find this reading for the next 6 days, you'll hear from them if you ain't tight. All right. You got about a 97, 98% chance. That is darn near 100%. It's that close. I think it's because your birthday season's approaching. Y'all, I know they still don't remember your birthday, right? But they're still going to use it as an attempt to reach out. And you'll be like, it's in 6 days. What are you doing? Right. Bless her heart. They're trying. Strong Leo energy on this. Scorpio's here. So is Cancer, probably because Leo's here. Pisces is here. Don't know why. 7 of Cups with this. Oh, it's because Cancer's here. Then Leo's hanging out with Capricorn. Whoa, we got a conundrum changing. Some of you guys might be noticing new Mandela effects. I was wondering about that. Aquarius, who here remembers apple slice? I've been asking around about apple slice and nobody, like 1 or 2 people remember it. I'm like, oh, that's a Mandela effect, right? Some of you guys are like, what slice? No Coke, Pepsi. And I don't know how that resonates. Some of you or them could be born on the 8th, the 18th, or the 5th, the 10th. 6, definitely seeing repeating 6s. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. 7th, the 17th or 27th, the 8th and the 4th, the 3rd, the 19th, the 26th. Man, a lot of repeating 6s and repeating 1s too. All right, so the 1st, the 11th, maybe even 21st or 31st. And something about October 9th means something to you. All right, So I hope that helps. Aquarius, keep us posted down in the comments. Please type in like the reading. If you want to book a personal with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, the link can be found in the description box, pinned comment, and pinned in my bio. Otherwise, until next we meet, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Hi, Loopy Threat. You're welcome. Renee, what's up? Spinny hugs, Renee. Love you, girl. Hey, Sandra. What up, what up? Okay, guys, we made it. We are here. We're here. It's time. On to Pisces. Thank you for your patience. That's why you Pisces are the grand finale to the fireworks display that is the Zodiac. All right, let's give you 3/18/18 for a timestamp. And like I was saying, Pisces, oh, apparently we're using the Light Seers deck. Okay, cool. As I was saying, hi, Pisces, you are the grand finale to this fireworks display that is the Zodiac. That's why we always save the best for last, all right? Except we'll do a couple times that Pisces goes first. It is kind of fun to do it in reverse order, but it's cool. All right, so Pisces, think about your person. And God, tap me in, tune me into Pisces energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Pisces. Let's do this. Because supper's in the back seat and mama's home hungry. Let's go. Pisces, what do we have for Pisces? Think about your person, Pisces. Here we go. All right, give me 2 shuffles. Let's do this. 1. I don't know why it was such an overdramatic 1, but 1. And 2. Fish, fish, make that wish. Go ahead and get your kiss. On that note, let's love this deck for the pretty, proud, powerful Pisceans. Because you know you're the water sign's secret weapon, right? Everybody suspects Cancer with the crab claws and Scorpio with the stinger tail. You're just a cute little fish until we need you. Then your piranha teeth show. I love it. Let's go. Nice. This is the best way to end on all signs. The over energy is the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be in real estate or getting into it, but the 10 of Pentacles talks about a love life that goes 10 plus years. Okay. This is taking your 10 of Cups dreams, your visions, and bringing it into a 10 of Pentacles reality with the devil. Hi, Toby. And the 8 of Wands. I don't know why I always say that way, the devil. And the 8 of Wands, it's building tension. It's cool. 8 of Wands, somebody here might be in Hollywood or an actor or actress. But it does go to the King of Pentacles. That's the card of emotional maturity. This is coming into it's a new dimension. It's a new direction. Okay, let's see where it goes. I got the Lover's card. Nice. Gemini energy. The 7 of Wands is Leo. 2 of Swords for Libra. Ace of Swords. That's my hey text. More Libra energy. King of Cups is you in the card of self-love. Nice to see. With the King of Wands, somebody cut out their player vibes. And with the High Priestess here, there's some things coming to light that moves you guys forward. This is my expect the unexpected card. For those of you that are like, nope, I hate them or they hate me, it'll never happen, no chance. It's going to be the complete opposite of that. You might think of a million reasons why this can't work, won't work, it work. That one reason that you didn't think of, that's always the one that works. I love this for you. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra, another Pisces, maybe a Sag or a Gemini. Leo and Virgo are here too. But this is neat because you're breaking through, break on through to the other side. No, it's cool. It's like you're breaking through after a very rough year. You're going to start feeling less tired, less anxious this month. Things are going to start perking up for you. Some of you guys can't find something and it's making you anxious. I'm being told to tell you dump out your purse or looking. For my guys, it's either in your briefcase or it's in your center console in your car. Okay. Anyways, King of Wands into the High Priestess coming out on this one. Could be another Pisces, could be a Sag or a Cancer vibe. Even Leo sneakily hanging out back here. Look at the King of Wands. The kings are mutable energy. So a King of Wands would be Sagittarius. Okay. Like how the King of Cups is you. You're the mutable water sign. You're adjustable, adaptable. You know, I mean, you're Pisces. You're like a human walking intuitive tarot card reading because you rule the 12th house. So it's like you're overcoming a stuck cycle of having to love them from a distance, right? Because things come to light in the week ahead that gives you guys a way to take this to the next step and overcome the gray areas that make you anxious and make you uncertain, feeling nervous, right? It's those fears of the unknown because like, you know what you want for your final destination. Don't drive behind a log truck. That's the whole reason I don't. And where you are now, it's the gray area. How do we get from here to here? And it can make you feel nervous or uncertain. But you're finding a new way to have faith, to trust in the process with the 2 of Swords. that talks about the hope and faith, the letting go and letting God in order to move forward with a bubble of protection around you. Your guardian angels want you to know that they do stay beside you. It's why you've been having issues falling asleep, having some bad dreams. It's protecting you so as you go through this thing so that karma finds its way of sorting itself out so that you can move forward with a clear head and a clear mindset, while understanding that some people in your life must find their way on their own. Your rewards for that is that you and this person work out, right? It's like you're dealing with a coworker or a friend or a family member that just bullies you and belittles you, right? And oh, Pisces, you'll never be worth anything, da da da, right? And you want to move forward with your person, right? The karma for this third party energy here, that's in no way a third party, could just be an annoying soulmate, like a boss, a coworker, or a friend, whatever. Their karma is getting to watch you be in a happy and successful relationship that like y'all never expected to happen. And they get to watch you succeed. All you're going to do in 2026 is win. You can't help but win. And everybody that screwed you over the years, their karma is watching your glow up in 2026 be the biggest, baddest thing ever seen on the planet. Okay? Judgment card to the Eight of Swords, because you did the work, you looked inward, and you knew in the Eight of Swords the stuff you needed to work on and then address that had you feeling stuck and oppressed. Especially for those of you with the Eight of Cups that had to walk away from someone that was using their free will against yours. Somebody doing spell work and using their powers for evil instead of the good, right? Could even be for somebody that sold their souls off to the devil, which I never understood why people on paperwork. If you put in the work, God's rewards come in are way bigger. Toby never collects on his. Toby backs out of every contract he does. The devil never chose right. This person made a lot of promises they didn't deliver to you too, and it really hurts your heart because you genuinely did love them. And that's a lot of what drove you forward on this one, right? They sure didn't respect your heart. The way they neglected you, that's what they're working through, because the whole avoidant energy was overkill because you gave and gave and gave, and they never fully opened to receive. You know what I mean? The devil came and got in the way. But I see him beating that out. Knight of Wands. That's Joshua, the leader of faith in the biblical tarot. The Eight of Swords is back. The Wheel of Fortune. They are choosing to unstick themselves. Eight of Cups. And they're walking away from something too, in order to come your way with the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces energy. Some of you guys may work together, or you're gonna, okay? Some of you guys, it's the result of a new job or starting a new job or a new career, okay? So it was like maybe some of you guys are considering starting your own business, getting into a brick and mortar, BRR, stuff like that. I think that's pretty epic because like you could take a digital business and then put it into a storefront, rent out a couple places or something. I can see somebody going big time money, and all these other people are going to watch you and your person succeed with some real love because your person is reaching out or wants to apologize. And as you get out of this and take that next step to overcome the gray area and come back into the light between you and them, you wind up where you wish to be in 2026. It's going to take it's going to be your biggest challenge yet that turns into the biggest year of rewards. It's when you get to that point that you're like, I know I got to do this. And the rewards for the risk are so worth it. Okay. It's literally like I can channel a message from the future you saying, Pisces, we know it don't feel good right now. We know you're anxious. We know you're frustrated. You hang in there because where you are in the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 4 months, you're going to look back on this very moment in time and you're going to be like, man, what a ride, but I made it. And look where I am now. Okay. And this overrides all the confusion this person put on you where you didn't know if you could trust them. You didn't know if that they like from day to the next, you didn't know what they'd be like. You might have found out for some of them that they've done anger management, couples counseling on their own, even YouTube research, right? You know how they kind of just always just went along with stuff you said? They picked on it, they picked up on it, and they're looking into it, okay? Some of you guys, they're a habitual apologizer, and it just never meant anything. And like the incoming apology is the first real, genuine apology you've ever heard. And for those of you in a single Pringle status, you do have somebody from many moons ago getting ready to reach out to you to reconnect. as I'm saying many, many moons ago, and your card comes out. Could be another Pisces, maybe a Cancer, all right? Because even though this is your major arcana, it's also Cancer's dominant rock. Some of you guys might even be in astrology. But see, the moon is the things hidden, the fear of the unknown, the anxieties. Ask not what your tarot can do for you, but oh, I can't do political jokes anymore. People get upset. Anyways, Cups into Temperance on this one shows the time being right to take action. Could be a deep soulmate connection. And then you've got a twin flame that reaches out from before that you're not even interested in because you found the soulmate that you're trying to love and get involved with. Somebody tries to become a third party and you're protected from it. They walk away. And that allows you guys to go together because they couldn't keep taking your heart for advantage. They were neglecting this. When somebody gets involved into a relationship, it becomes a full-time job. They can't just, you know how people stop trying once they get you, right? This person, and you've given them a lot of chances, Pisces. That's impressive. But this is the one that would go to the home. Even for some of you guys, there's a new business idea will take off. Okay, during this little pause period here, and then just as you're getting off the ground, they reach out. So the person that wants another chance with you, only one gets to win. And whatever you choose, you can't go wrong on this. That's the expect the unexpected. You got one person that you're like, maybe the one that made you have to change your phone number or something. Somehow they find you, right? Some of you guys maybe have dealt with stalkers in the past because I keep seeing like a car that keeps driving past, like on repeat, right? Like maybe you've had people in the past drove past your house or keeps driving right past. So you got one that you're not interested in. But I actually see you getting the one you've been thinking about. And for those of you that are single with no interested love life, it's the result of that soulmate drawing you got done. It's like even some stuff shows up in your TikTok feed or your social media feed that is like, it's like everything has the same look. Like every guy's got a beard or a man bun. Every girl's wearing the same stuff. You're seeing what your soulmate's going to look like, single Pisces, because you're raising the vibration. So it's changing. Okay. Like, wow, why does every TikTok look the same? Because you're calling in your person, all right? You're calling in someone that either the mask fell off and broke or someone that doesn't have the mask because they've already been through a major awakening and they found peace. And they choose peace just like you do. That brings you guys into a divine point that with this King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, it's a deep emotional connection, Cancer Pisces energy, with some unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness that shows the rewards for you guys having done the work with the King of Cups. The King of Cups turns the cup inward. Maybe some of you guys identify as an introverted extrovert, while the other one's a little bubbly and outgoing. Queen of Cups pours the cup out to everybody. The Queen of Cups is Oprah in my decks. You get love, you get a car. You get love, you get a car. Right? You guys do go the distance on this one. There's things serendipitously happening that seem like they really suck right now that you're going to find out why they're happening because it leads to the greatest rewards that you thought would never happen. I love this for you. Strong water sign energy. You have Gemini here, Sagittarius, Cancer, Sagittarius, Cancer. That's deep. Pisces. Could be another Pisces. Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, Gemini. And Capricorn is here too, and Scorpio. All right. Some Virgo too. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, just part of their chart activating when I ask about you. And I'll tell you what, a lot of their parts of their charts are activating. They cannot get you off their mind, dude. It's like Kylie Minogue. Na, 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 na. Can't get you out of my head. That song may even resonate. Oh, that's cool. All right. So I do hope that helps. All right, Pisces. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to book a personal reading or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just use the link that's in the description or in the pinned comment. And it's also my bio on TikTok. Otherwise, until next we meet, Pisces, peace, love, and spinny heads. Love you, Pisces. We did it. We made it, guys. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out and being here. Oh, thank you, Shelby. I'm rubber, you're glue. You're the bomb, too. Mama T is doing quite well. She's her sleeps are getting a little better. She's eating more, getting back with the physical therapy and the showers. Each day is getting a little better. Thanks for asking, too, Aubrey. I've missed you, too. Spinny hugs. You're welcome, Blue Star. Olga, thank you guys all for being here. And Mod Squad, thank you guys all so much. Sunshine, Cappy Goat, Janet, Jersey Girl, all you guys. You guys are awesome. All right. I'll see you guys later on this afternoon. We'll knock out a cards and coffee before the end of the day. In the meantime, I'm going to take a little break, eat a little lunch, and I know I got stuff. Personals. Yeah, we're going to do that too. The days are just moving. It all just flows together. All right. But otherwise, remember, these readings will resonate to any placement in your or their chart because we practice fair housing, FHA compliant here. I will read for any sign or placement that desires and inquires. All you have to do is ask. And remember, too, feel free to just put this on and play it while you're doing your chores, cleaning the house, or working, because my readings are very much like a Bob Ross painting. Like how we found out that all of Bob Ross's paintings were literally a scene all the way up the mountainscape. You put all his paintings together, they were like a flip book. Same thing. Basically, if you watch from Aries to Pisces, you get the entire story of you and them. So on that note, until next time, I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you guys.